Roll initiative.
Is everyone ready?
Ready.
Yeah.
I think so.
So where we last left off on Dungeons and Dragons, you guys were able to successfully defeat and work your way through a not a haunted mine shaft, but an inhabited one at the request of the Umber Deep Clan gnomes. One of the two things they wanted you to do, one was get the mining rights to some of the hills that the Dwarves of Honor Hall currently preside over. And the second was to clear out the mine that was infested with some monsters, as they had some expeditions that did not return. 33 expeditions, just kidding. There was something in the tunnels that they were unaware of, but now they've been cleared of the spiders, the drider, and any drow incursions that existed down there. You all were able to successfully defeat them, escape like a gas trap, a weird mimic type thing that just kept doing a voice. But and I think you got treasure too. I think you got some loot for it. But
I don't remember if
well, if you didn't write it down, you didn't get it.
Okay.
It's okay, Kanji. I didn't either.
I lost my notes.
But
so I
somebody
can
wrote it
remember.
down. That's a cop out. You literally have a stream that could go back and you can listen to exactly what I described.
Oh, fair.
But anyway, you're able to reclaim the loot, and that's where we're basically picking up. So what would you guys like to do? You've just uncovered the treasure that was down here in the bellows of the mine.
What do you guys think about that platinum hammer
What?
in the loot?
Hammer.
You look in
And the
Kieran's
potion.
hands as he's holding a very shiny platinum hammer. It almost looks decorative as opposed to practical.
Huh.
Looks pretty fancy.
Is it ornamental?
You think we get bonus points if we bring it back to those dwarves?
Maybe.
I say so.
Maybe see if. Maybe show it to Bjorn first.
Yeah, very good idea. We also got these potions.
What kind?
Spider climbing, I think. Spider climb, comprehend languages, and 2 poison potions. And 2 dwarf silver bars.
Sounds useful. I think we should probably get out of this cave before something else sneaks up on us.
Yeah, like more spiders.
Yeah, probably more spiders.
Yeah, that's probably not good. Let's get out of
Everyone
here.
ready?
Yep, let's get out of here.
Run.
So you guys are able to make your way out of the mine. You could go back the way that you came if you wanted to crawl through that little thing, but then there was no way once you got back into that room. But where the drow were escaping, you're able to basically find a other path that you guys had not crossed, and it would kind of eventually, after a few minutes of walking, leads back to one of the familiar rooms that you've been to which you're able to go up and out and escape the mines proper. Going out, you do see it is again an overcast and cloudy day. As I think you got there, I feel like it was early in the morning, or maybe it was already midday. Don't exactly remember. Let's say
think it
it's
was
approaching.
midday.
Let's say it's approaching night now.
Okay.
As the unseen sun that you really wouldn't be able to see anyway. But you see the light is fading, and you do know there's a small necessary travel back to that camp. What would you like to do?
How long is the travel, DM?
I feel like it was about 2 hours or so.
2 hours? Should probably camp up for the night.
Is this where we brought the cart to? Like the entrance to this place?
Oh shit.
You guys bring the cart?
I don't
We-
remember
we-
where we did last time.
We did, but we parked it somewhere.
Did we? Because I don't know if we walked here from the camp or whatever.
I don't remember. DM, roll a dice and figure out what we did.
All right, let's find out.
Are we walking or did we bring a cart?
Yeah.
Thought we brought a
All right,
cart.
on an 11 or higher, you brought the cart. On a 10 or lower, you walked.
Okay.
You brought the cart.
Woohoo!
All right.
Oh yeah.
Where is it?
Oh goodness.
Bonus points. If you guess the number I rolled, you know exactly what the cart is.
17.
Wrong.
13.
Wrong.
15.
Wrong.
12.
It was 12. You know the.
Well.
I mean, look, you can either take my word for it or you can call me a liar, but it was a 12. Renice is able to definitely point out, as she points out,
Where the card is.
as
Right
she
there.
says, where the cart is.
I'm gonna
There.
follow Rainey's.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just I'm walking towards the cart.
I trust her.
The card is there.
She was right. The card is there.
There's the
Make
cart.
a
Holy shit.
perception check.
Oh my god, that's not yours.
I don't see it,
That's-
guys.
Roll a 4. It's like, I can't see the cart with this big ass wagon in the way.
Where?
Where'd all this tarp come from?
It's a big rock.
There's something on wheels in front of us.
Yeah. Someone needs to move their cart so I can see my cart.
Where is the area that we're currently at? Is it like a slightly open area surrounded by trees or
So you think of it, you're in like a little downward sloped area where the entrance to the mine was kind of dug out into. There's like a little pit that you're kind of in that you'd have to go kind of up in a semicircle to get back up and out to like a tree line. So you're kind of in a basin per se.
not the best spot to camp up at?
You can make a survival check if you feel like it.
Sure. I will do that. Not good. 9.
You feel pretty confident. You think this might be a good spot.
I mean, we can just board up here for the night.
Sure.
With the spiders.
They're in the cave.
Those spiders are dead.
Who said that?
That's one of my favorite rolling jokes. It's
If no one's gonna object, I'm just gonna start getting the tents and everything up.
Is this we're staying where we were at? Is
It's
that
where the
something
cart
that
is,
was-
just outside the mines.
Ah. That's
Yeah.
fine.
All right.
Can Kieran take a quick glance around us and then like up at the sky and get a vibes check?
Yeah, go and roll a d20 for vibes. It's not on
Your
your stat
survival
sheet, but,
modifier?
it's what's in your heart.
The 17.
I feel
It's a
it.
pretty
You
good vibes here.
feel the vibes are good. You feel like
Okay.
you feel quite isolated in this area. The vibes are giving good feels.
Nice.
Did you want to cast like I think it's
Detect vibes.
yeah, detect vibes. I'm gonna cast fire vibes. ball cloud of vibes.
Cloud of vibe.
Vibey barbs.
Oh. Pitch the tents up.
Did Luke just say he was going to pitch a tent?
Oh, I'm
I
pitching
think
my
he
tent.
is.
I'm helping pitch
What?
the tents up.
Okay.
Thanks. And we make the tents.
Nice. You're able to.
With the vibe check, what's the sky look like?
It's very overcast and cloudy, but there probably won't be any rain tonight.
How's the moon looking? So I'm not killing anybody.
Oh no. Oh no.
it always cloudy here?
Full moon.
Everybody's
Feels like
dying.
there's
I don't
hardly
know.
ever. Feels like there's hardly ever starry nights here.
Yeah. Well,
Kieran will hop down and come help with whatever's left.
hey,
Help
thanks.
Help start a
help
fire.
Earl. Yeah, I'll help
Campfire.
start a fire. Yeah, I'll do that. Gather some sticks.
Some sticks and stone. I guess I don't really need to like look for like wildlife nearby to like get meat. Actually, sequel would definitely look for wildlife nearby for meat.
Oh, you don't like
Each
spider
sniff it.
legs?
No.
Do they got any thoraxes nearby?
Yeah.
I heard it's good protein.
Wait, really?
Crunchy.
Crack it open like a crab leg.
Maybe if it's extra protein.
I'm
Nah.
Are we just chit chatting? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to bed. Good night.
I guess I'll stay up for first watch.
So sit by the fire for a bit.
Sure.
Go and roll a d20.
I just want to say Ghidorah's on his back next to the fire, just basking in the fire. Like he's cute and cozy.
Mm. Don't worry, guys. I picked a great spot, and I'm keeping a good eye out. That's a natural 1.
Are we making a perception check?
I'm taking first watch. Are you with me?
Yeah, so I was gonna stay by the fire for a
Okay.
bit.
Okay. Yeah.
Are we
Yeah,
making
roll
perception
perception.
checks?
Yeah.
I rolled an 8
Yes.
plus a 5. So is that 13?
Yes.
I rolled a 13.
Yes. With that 1, Rook is looking very disassociated, not even bothering around. He's just looking at the fire.
He fell asleep.
So, you guys feel great. You're like, wow, this is fantastic. There's not you feel like eyes like a hawk staring across this small little pit where you feel very comfortable between the corpses that strewed upon from long past expeditions. Um, the mine cart with the vines that are entangling the wheels. Feel a soothing breeze kind of blow through the campsite. And nothing happens.
Wow.
You feel after about 3 or 4 hours of the campfire slowly trickling down, and you kind of suddenly add to it if need be to keep it into just a low rumble, enough to just give off a little bit of heat and a little bit of light. You'd be able to wake the next people for theirs.
I think during the watch, while noticing Rook was checked out or whatever, I
Yeah, he's
think
just dead
Kieran,
quiet.
yeah, I think Kieran was respecting the quiet, but also was like checking his shadow in like the fire every once in a bit with like the flickering from the campfire, seeing like if Rook's shadow does any more weird shit.
You mean to answer this one, DM?
I'll let you answer this one.
Roll a perception check.
Ooh, a 6. Not. Oh wait, plus 5.
Looks-
11.
11. Looks normal. Maybe every once in a while you see just like a slight flicker, but could just be that you're tired. It's not straight up walking away like it did before. Nothing too crazy. You gonna keep staring?
Sorry, you seemed checked out, so I was concerned, but I didn't want to pry.
Yeah. I appreciate it. Uh,
Probably get some rest, right? Like the others.
yeah, I'm real tired.
Me
No one
too.
said who's wanting next watch, so I'm just gonna wake up the first person I see. Who's the first person I see?
Lupin.
Who do you see? Oh, there you go. It's Lupin. There we go.
I'll say
Zip, zap,
Kieran.
zap. It's Lupin.
Lupin.
I see this big orc and I gently kick him. Hey, wake up. You're up.
Sounds good. Do a little stretch.
See you in the morning.
Sounds good. Have a good night's rest.
Happy for you.
It's just me.
I guess it's just you.
I was just
Trying to
waking up
wake-
one person. I didn't know if Kieran was gonna wake up someone.
Lupin.
This, I could wake Sig Wolf if you wanted. But I think
Yeah, let's let that roleplay happen.
I think I'd leave that to Lupin. You'd probably be less angry if you woke him up.
I'm gonna throw like a
Poke
little
bear.
pebble at Sigwolf.
Whoa.
Wake your ass up.
Show me. You'll hear like a grumbling, like a bear about to wake up, and then he'll just like pop up, and then his head will snap to you as you threw the pebble. What do we? What do you? What?
It's our turn for watch. Come on.
Oh. And he'll like get up and like do a big scratch his butt and just kind of ponder over.
As one does.
As one does. You gotta get that morning ass scratch. It completes your day.
Oh, I bet
Yeah,
he's
what's
stinky.
left under his cloths?
You see the majority of it.
There might be a full moon out tonight.
Yeah.
Oh no, Lupin's changing.
That's not dirt on his.
Ugh.
How long do these watches last? I like rub my eyes.
Until morning. We're second watch though.
Oh.
Yeah, man. Let's just... I will also sit by the fire. Or sit around the fire.
I'll like lean against a tree near the fire. I gotta be cooler. I can't just sit down.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
Standing for
I got
4 hours is pretty cool.
Let me stand and scratch my ass. Let me pull a piece of my loincloth.
Yeah.
Alright, you guys can make perception checks.
First roll of my dice. Hey, look at that.
First roll of the dice,
Whoa.
that's it, until it is.
It says 16. What was it? Perception? 4?
Mhm.
My 4 is 4. So 20.
Nice. Look at that. He's already rolling better.
Huge.
Mash.
You guys are able to look upon the pretty quiet campsite. You don't really notice much going on. You hear the occasional chirping of crickets and the rustle of the wind through the trees, but you don't feel as much of the breeze being down in this little valley. You're able to look upon the campfire as it just kind of begins to smolder, and eventually you will hear the cracks of thunder in the distance, as it appears that a rainstorm may be coming at some point soon. Although, Kieran, in your trance, you feel for some reason, whether it's your connection to this land or maybe just your curiosity, your mind begins to wander to a place that is familiar to where you are now, but perhaps at a time long, long ago. You see yourself walking through what appears to be some sort of valley with a very dark, sickly green sky. The clouds roll over, and you can hear thunder in the distance. You look upon what appears to be like a city, and it looks like it's slowly being engulfed by some sort of like eldritch black shadow. You can hear people screaming, the cries of help, the like wails of agony. For eventually you see the shadow that creeps over them, and you can almost see it take them into its form before silence. No screams echo from this huge eldritch horror. You see time passes and it engulfs another city and another one as it appears to stretch far beyond the land. You eventually will see in the distance a very large royal looking castle, one that you've never seen before. And you can see coming down out of the castle appears to be 6 warriors clad in various different um, adornments to signify like a unified alliance coming forth in order to possibly stop whatever this horror is. You can see the 6 warriors as they sprint down on horseback towards this beast. You see this one and you hear like the whispers from there, a voice very familiar as it calls to these challengers to slay it, to attempt to stop what it is doing as no mortal has ever done. They're able to, I guess, through their might, you see them all clash, and you can't really see anything unfold, but you hear the screams of agony, you hear wails of like multiple voices like screaming, you hear it just sounds like a war forever. Eventually you could see that the beast was able to be slain somehow, but it's uncertain as you see its body almost begin to shrivel up as the warriors look battered, beaten, broken, and some look like they've even died. As you see the beast slowly, its limbs, very robotic-like, stitch itself back together as to recreate its form. You see that it looks like it's died, but death will not have it, as it has put itself back together. Eventually, you see another one. It appears to be like a knight of some kind, runs forward and places his hand directly onto the chest of the beast, and you see his whole armor light up in like an eldritch rune. You could see that on the other side, it looks like the wizard put his hand on the other side, and you could see where it's almost like another elvish wizard. They come up, and whoever's left standing are attempting to seal the beast away. You can hear they speak together, bound by bone, bound by soul. Let its ruin serve as this warning. You can see that the beast begins to scream as an eldritch chain begins to wrap around its body. A large stone forms almost around it into a very large pillar. You can see its face twisted in agony as it's clambering its way up to the top of the stone before they whisper a final word as they all say in unison, "Sleep." You see the silence falls over this war-torn battlefield. Those warriors fall to their knees, bleeding, exhausted. You can see when the knight falls to his knees, the one whose armor was lighting up, his helmet falls off, his armor cracks open, and there's nothing underneath, as it's taken its very essence to seal this beast away. You almost like shake your head and awaken as you look that you're sitting in one of your typical spots. Somehow you've wandered on top of the cart itself, and you're just kind of standing, looking off into the towards the sky. Sigwolf and Lupin, you would see that without any delay, almost like silence, would watch Kieran leave his tent, kind of climb on top of the wagon, and he's just like stargazing, it almost seems.
That was cloudy.
It is.
Ah.
Kieran, you alright there?
You're stirred awake almost by this voice cutting through I guess, cutting through your vision.
You going
Would it-
cloud watching?
What would have been like the last bit of the dream, I guess, that I would have
The last
had
thing
before
you
waking?
you would have noticed that this stone pillar looks very familiar to one that you've seen recently. For whatever reason, that echoes in your mind as you that is the one part you feel more connected to than anything.
Kieran's gonna like rubbing his like temple, then just like opens his eyes and is like, wait, huh? Realizing that he's like, he looks around. Um, when did I get up here?
Just
Oh,
now.
I certainly didn't put you up there.
Kind of just.
That's not normal. Kieran's gonna just climb back down. As far as I know, I don't have a past of sleepwalking. I just had a really strange dream though.
I
You
dream
guys know
about
anything
your
about
battles.
what
I dream about your battles.
battles? No, not mine. It seems like it was maybe here, like not here, here. Well, maybe here, but like here as in like. mm, You guys are from here. What's the place called? Is it Atharis?
Ours is the continent.
It seems like there was some kind of, I don't know if there was, but in my dream there was like this great beast or like eldritch thing that like was terrorizing a bunch of cities and destroying a bunch of shit, and then like these people came down from the sky and were like, we're gonna kill it, and then they didn't because they like most of them died, and then they're like they sealed it away. It was really weird. But keep thinking
I'm
about this
sorry?
pillar, really
Did
weird
it-
pillar.
Look like the thing that was that destroyed that city that we were just in. Not too long ago.
Make a history check.
I think it was different, right? Maybe. Right.
History.
Is this for Kieran or is this for?
Yeah, because otherwise he's just describing like a rock to you.
Okay.
A 14.
Yeah, you may have put it together that this may be very similar to that rock. Maybe long weathered, as it doesn't look exactly the same, but it looks similar to the one that was brought into the town of Lunsk.
I wouldn't know anything about this actually, so I'm gonna back away from this conversation.
I guess you would, yeah, share that. It seems kind of similar. So, the thing that was summoned was that, or was it not summoned? It was like they were breaking it out of its ceiling.
It's prison, in a way.
I guess so. But if that's the case, then that's gonna be really bad.
Do these dreams of yours, are they precognitive, or is this just dreams that don't really come true?
No, I just dream about like a lot of crazy stuff a lot of the time. Most of it, I mean, I guess it's bound to happen eventually, but I guess it doesn't align often enough. This would be, this feels like a different kind of dream. I don't know.
A different kind of crazy.
Yeah. I don't think it would be pre whatever you said, but I'm not sure.
Just like with everything else, we'll just keep an eye on it and see if hope it doesn't come true, and just we'll share it with everybody else once they wake up and make sure they know as well.
I guess whatever towns we come across or whatever people we come across, we can see if they know more about the history of it or whatever it could be. Can't ask the people in Lensk, huh?
They did.
Too soon?
What's this? Sorry.
What is Lutsk? What happened?
Let's say that we helped, and then I don't remember if we accidentally revived the thing, but something spawned, and the whole city is pretty much dead.
Yeah, there's been a lot of cult
So you
stuff
guys-
going on.
Very
You
cultist.
guys wiped out a city?
What's that?
You guys wiped out a city?
We didn't. But we
Not
weren't sure
intentionally.
if maybe we brought like a piece of their thing, or if it was just an coincidence.
We were trying to
Right.
help a city, and it turned out what our help was helping something spawn Satan or spawn something to kill everybody in the city.
I blame it on the cultist.
Okay. If I,
But yeah, they might have had something that unleashed something that was similar to the thing that I just had a dream about. But nothing so far on your guys' watch?
So far, the
Nice.
second night or second time is everything's good to go.
just a peculiar dreamer, I guess.
I mean, I dreamt of like back on our new camp that killed everybody, so not too.
That is true, you did, I think you did mention that. Well, we are still alive so far. So you are keeping a good control of everything.
Yeah.
Holding it down.
Both Sid Wolf and I learned how to control our rages, and I've been pretty much holding it down as much as possible as I can.
Sick Wolf, do you turn into anything when you're mad?
I just get really bloody.
Oh. Your blood
I cannot-
or
Debatable.
okay.
I kind of wish I turned into things like Lupin.
He just gets big.
Yeah. I only enlarge.
There's nothing wrong with that. Well, all right. Keep up the good work, gentlemen. It's almost
You want to go back
You're
to
gonna go
the
back.
trains? See if it happens again, or you can get more.
yeah. Let's see if like it's one of those moments where like you're in the middle of a dream, and if you try to go back to sleep and like continue the dream, maybe I can get some more information. I'll let you know.
Scat
Just goes
out
back
your
to the dream.
mind.
I'll let everybody know once the morning comes up. That way we can all be truthful.
Yeah.
So Kieran is able to mosey his way back to his tent. A little shaken, a little confused, but is able to peacefully go back to his trance. To which he sees part 2. There in the battlefield.
Oh my gosh!
Back to war.
Yeah. In the battlefield, they say, If someone was watching this, they would know this pillar was one they will
No.
see far, far in the future to be broken. And I hope they never do that because then it will be released again. No, I'm fucking with you.
Mm.
You see pillars, think of Pillar of Autumn.
Well, this is the pillar of the beast.
Whoa.
But I would say you all are able. Your watch was able to come to a successful end with a slight inconvenience of Kieran just baffling about prophecies that he slept about. But you're able
It's
to all
just-
complete a long rest outside of the mine. As you all begin to slowly awaken, the campfire smolders out. You guys would see Rook just coming back from maybe a nighttime stroll back towards your little campsite.
Morning, everyone.
Morning.
Morning.
Everyone ready to head out?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's head back.
Do you have a quick question?
Of course.
Did I know where the pillar was located?
You were uncertain where this would have taken place. You do know it would have been Eltharis,
Gotcha.
and you can make a history check. The DC would be pretty high, but I could give you more information if you roll high enough.
All right. Well, I'll need someone to choose 1, 2, or 3 to see which D20.
2.
3.
3.
There's a lot of
3.
threes.
1.
Damn, that's
Two.
My
crazy.
mind.
2.
You guys, whoever chose 3 sucks. It was a natural 1.
Ooh,
Oh.
I didn't say that. I changed it to 1.
You know, I stayed firm on 2.
Oh, it's okay. The other dice would have been an 11.
Okay.
No.
Still wouldn't have been high enough
Double
for what you
one.
needed there. Cool castle.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's all you get.
Cool.
Nice.
Or was it a tavern?
Oh.
It could have also been a library or maybe a museum. Could have
Yeah.
been any of those things, honestly.
Maybe.
And those 6 warriors could
Could
have
have
been
been 8
4.
of them. Could have
Could
been
have
12.
been 8. Mm-hmm. And it could have also never happened. Oh, wake up, Kieran. Wake up. Wake up.
Wake up, samurai.
Right, but with your long rest completed, you're able to successfully pack your guys' camp up. And I assume you're heading back to the gnome outpost.
Yes.
Sure.
Which, I mean, you could go there if you want right away. But they also did tell you where Honor Hall Keep was if you wanted to go by there.
That might also be beneficial because weren't we supposed to talk to someone there?
We can head there and then
We should.
head back into the gnomes.
Sure. Right. So you guys would set your course heading towards Honor Hall Keep, which is a little bit more of a mountainous region, but you guys are already kind of there. It's not super far away. It may take you about an hour or so out of the way to go that way. Do you guys talk about anything on your way there as you get a nice overcast as you hear the thunders crack a little bit closer as it may be raining soon?
Garrett's probably yapping about his dream at some point. But other than that,
We would just cross our fingers and hope that prophecy or that dream does not come true.
So
Yeah.
where were you?
where was I?
Where'd you go, Rook? On your walk?
Oh,
Oh, me. I just need some air.
a lot of air.
He
I think
looks
you're
at
lying.
Hey, Caroline. You hate air. This nigga hates air.
you. All right.
Oh, oh no, there goes the stream.
Oh, wait.
That's
Oh,
okay,
wait, I
he's
forgot.
allowed, he's allowed.
I forgot.
Do you want to roll an insight check?
Yeah.
All right, roll your d20 and add your insight.
Yeah, scrap this.
I'm rolling as
And,
well.
and he will roll his deception.
I'm gonna use a luck point.
Ooh.
Yeah, your ass is lying.
Well, you don't know that. You might know that.
You might know that.
After that luck point.
Let me get my calculator.
Oh, it's gonna be a high number.
Oh
I'm
God,
not
I'm cooked.
It might not be. Don't. 14.
All
You
that for a
may
drop of blood.
not be fully truthful.
Yeah.
So you would get the feeling that you can't determine if he's lying or not. It's not like a barometer to be like, I know you're lying. From his tone and something from there, it feels like he's not being forthright to you for what he was doing.
Not making eye contact, scratching behind the ear.
Looking at somewhere else.
Yeah.
Are you not
But-
truthful to us? What are you doing?
I just needed some air, Rainice.
Eudora kind of looks at you like,
Mm.
Do we want to go get this job done, or are we just gonna keep interrogating me every day?
You do notice that Rook appears to be a little bit more ornery today. He looks he's a little
I think-
sluggish.
Oh, ornery is in not glowing. Okay.
No, ornery is just like easily irritated, as if his sleep was disturbed, not through like a dream, but you know, if he didn't rest for a long time, he may not have got a full night's sleep, so he's a little angy.
Got it. Got it.
I'm getting in the cart.
He's gonna take a cat nap in there.
Is the rain or thunder coming closer? Or...
You think you may get to this dwarvish outpost perhaps right as the rain may start. Does Kieran have an umbrella on his jacket of wonder?
Huh? No. If it floods, I have a boat.
There you go.
Yeah, a boat.
See?
You just hold it over him.
Hell yeah.
Upside down boat.
Rook is getting in the back though.
I'll get in the.
Find a better pet.
I'm
Who-
gonna get
who's
on the
driving?
opposite side.
Lupin will drive.
You're gonna
What?
hang off the side?
No, I'm gonna get on the opposite side of where he is.
Oh, okay.
Hmm.
Rhaenys is distrustful of Rook for some reason.
I wonder.
Is no one
why.
driving?
Lupin.
I'll drive. I'll drive.
Oh, she's driving.
Hey, yo.
I'm driving.
I'm driving. She said I'm
Make
getting the boat.
just make a survival check to see how well you guys are able to navigate.
Okay.
It's early in the morning. You have all day to get there.
Um.
Can the person riding a shotgun also roll? Or...
13.
13? 13, I'd say that's probably enough to get you where you need to go. You kind of go off the beaten path, just a touch, just enough to kind of just go for a scenic route. I'd say, but within an hour or so, you smell like a sulfury smell in the air. You hear the clanking of hammers. You hear general shouts of dwarvish revelry, as there's like singing and all sorts of things going on. As you have happened upon the just outer perimeter of Honor Hall, you see there's like a wooden outpost before you would go into what it looks like a very large, expansive area inside of a mountain. But all you can really see is just the guards standing outside, and they're kind of just yapping back and forth. You do see they've kind of cut about 200 yards of tree line down. It's kind of like a sooty, ashen area that you can see where they're not really growing anything out there, and it looks like there's more, I guess, corpses of slain beasts and different creatures of the wood that may have tried to attack their camp that are kind of piled up and rotting out into the forefront. But they don't regard you as you all approach. How would you like to do this?
Do what?
How would you like to enter the camp? The gates are currently closed.
Do we
Anyone?
not go inside? Like, do we walk inside?
So the gates are currently closed. So
Yeah.
they're
Like, do we get off the cart
They're
and then
not.
walk to the gates?
you could if you'd like. Is that what you want to do?
Ran it.
Okay. So do you guys just follow her lead?
Yeah. She was driving the boat.
So Rennie hops off, apparently head diplomat of the party tonight. Makes her way up to the gate front where the some dwarven guards are standing. Looks like they're sipping on a couple tankards that they have out front. And they kind of look at you, and they stand almost at attention, but less formal. They don't draw their weapons, but they speak out to you in native Estonian. Does anybody speak any native Estonian?
I do not.
I don't think.
Nope.
I think that's been the bane of our existence.
Well, 2 people here is from the continent. They should know. They're supposed to not.
They kind of say something to you. It's like "Brr, brr, 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 brr." That's all you really would hear.
Hey, do you speak common?
Oh,
Can I point like to the door?
They look at you and then they look confused and then they just shake their head no.
I reach into my pouch and I toss a potion to Rhaenys.
What is
Here,
this?
drink that.
Do you drink
It's
it?
No.
Oh, okay.
Hell no.
It's a
That's
it's a
weird.
potion of comprehend languages.
Why don't you drink it?
I don't want to talk to these people.
These
How do I know you're not gonna kill me?
What?
Alright, I hate it.
You're all out to give me. Schizo Rhaenys moment.
I love skits. I love schizo Rhaenys arc.
I love this.
Rook is making sacrifices. Lupin is plotting with Sigwolf, and Karen is seeing nightmares in his dreams. I was like, they're all out to kill us.
I guess I'll drink it.
Okay. You drink the potion, like glug, 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 and almost immediately you feel your brain feels like it's unlocked. Like you go from not knowing what's going on to now you fully understand what these guys are saying. They're kind of yapping to each other in native Estonian, and they're saying like, "I'm so confused. Who are these people? What do they do? Did they want to come in here?"
Yes, we want to come in.
They kind of take a sec. Whoa! You guys hear her just say in perfect Estonian. So and they look. They're like, "Were you fucking with us earlier? Can you speak Estonian? What did you just drink?"
I don't have to tell them.
What do you say to them?
Can we go inside?
Who are you? Do you have? The confused is like, which king? What kingdom are you from? Do you have business with the king?
You could tell them we found this, and I hold up the shiny hammer.
I had the platinum.
Yeah, I'm just gonna like point back to the hammer as like,
They kind of look and they're like, you see their eyes kind of glow, and they're like, okay, and then they turn and then they're like, open the fucking doors.
They're like, holy shit, these guys are for real.
What
They go,
happened?
so they yell something from there, and then the doors swing open for you guys.
yeah.
Then they kind of stand to the side. They're like, oh shit.
That's right. Put some respect on our name.
And I'm
And
gonna
it's
walk
like,
in.
wait, oh shit. This has power. This has meaning.
Do you guys leave the cart, or you guys and just walk in?
Well, is the gate wide enough to fit the cart?
Well, I'm just.
I mean, it
walking in.
could, but oh yeah, Randy's just walking in. She's like, fuck the cart. I never.
I,
It couldn't just be
I guess I guess I gotta leave the cart.
Yeah, it should be safe.
we parked
Yeah,
it.
you just park it outside.
Handbrakes
Yeah, it's
on.
parked. E-brakes up. Yeah, you're
It's
you're
got
fine.
brakes on.
So you guys make your
Horses
way
are
into the
fed and
camp.
listening to their favorite music.
There you go. Yeah, the windows are up.
Yeah.
Why are you never real?
Mm.
Even in El Paris is my favorite album.
Mm.
Is that a
So you
sleep
got-
token reference?
It's a sleep token reference. There you
Yes.
go. Nice.
Hell yeah.
You can add 1 to your next roll for getting that reference.
Nice.
Not
He's,
even a
I did
D4.
it.
You can add 1, just a single point.
he still has his bonus from showing up last session.
I know, or letting us
I
know
forgot
that he
about
can't
that.
do in this one.
Oh.
Hmm.
So you guys enter the little outcropping proper. You can see in the middle there appears to be like some revelry going on, where there's like kind of like picnic tables. It seems people are kind of drinking and dancing and having just a great time. You see, so there's some people working over to the side in like some sort of like smithing area. There's some other people that look like they're doing some sort of rune enchanting. There's a couple dwarvish kids like running around. It appears like it's a pretty well inhabited village. As you kind of make your way up these stairs, and it's like you notice as you're almost semi climbing the front of this mountain, you'll go up and then to the right, up, and then it'll turn, and then it'll go up the left side and up, and then turn and go back to the right, and then you kind of follow this winding path up to Honor Hall itself. You guys are able to make your way to another basically door, where there's a couple guards. They look a little bit more well armored. You can see that they're bearing a sigil on their chest of a it's like a, let me see, I have it in my notes, one moment. Gotta find it because it's not technically an excerpt. I think I wrote it in a description. 1 second. It is just a symbol of a anvil and flame, which you notice on a couple of banners that you're passing from here. That may be the sigil of Honor Hall as a clan. You guys are able to make your way to these guards up here. What do you say?
The potion's still active for Rhaenys, right? So we don't. We I guess she'll just lead us through.
She's got the reins.
I think we needed to talk to the king if that comes up in conversation. Or you can let the guards know that we
I
need to
guess-
speak to the king.
I'm going to mention Kieran.
Yeah.
So the guards kind of stand there, and then Rhaenys kind of like doesn't say a word to them, and they're kind of like looking confused, like who are these people that are just walking up here? And she kind of just gives like a thumbs pointing backwards, like get a load of this guy, and just points back, and Kieran's just standing there holding this hammer. At this point, you've realized as you've kind of walked up this area, Kieran is the type to kind of showboat just a little bit. Where people are just like la 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 doing their own thing, and Kieran's kind of like holding this hammer, like, hey, look at this, and you see people are like, oh shit, they're like, what is that? So at this point, you're well accustomed to this role, as you basically got down on one knee and are presenting the hammer, like to the guards there. They look at each other, they're like, oh shit, and as everything has happened so far, they push open the doors to Honor Hall itself, and you guys are able to enter into this large foyer.
Whoa.
Let's go.
Inside, there's less of a soot asheny smell, but more of a. It's like there's a heat that's in here. You can feel almost like this place was carved out of like volcanic rock centuries ago. This has been here a long, long time. Walking through these like general halls, you would see that all the ground is polished black obsidian, with their banners hanging high in these like rafters, where these look like a deep blackened wood that look like it may have been charred and then used as like structural beams. And I was like, intense skill and craftsmanship has went into almost every detail of this location, and you're just in the first big room. At this point, you guys are all able to kind of enter in the hall, and you do notice coming down almost like one of the flights of stairs where there's like an upper balcony. You can see that there's a couple like dwarven guards, and they're kind of just marching back and forth, just keeping a general eye on the area as a policing force, as it appears that there's a lot of company in the area today. Coming out of the main chamber itself, you see the doors swing wide open, and there's a small what is that word? Let me find it. Retinue
Mhm.
that is leaving. Let me flip to this one. You would see first this small group that is making their way out. Just ahead, as the great stone doors of the Dwarven Gate towards Honor Hall open, out steps that small retinue. At its head, you see there's a tall but pale figure, wrapped in a dark cloak embroidered with silver thread. His presence is commanding, but otherworldly. He has sharp features, eyes cold like embers, but black as night. Not a single footsteps can be heard as he almost glides upon the ground with his long cloak that kind of skirts just out, and it almost has like not tendrils, but like shadowy wisps that kind of emanate from underneath his cloak. He has a small entourage of silent, pale-faced attendants who follow basically right behind him, all clad in black with their livery. And on their backs and chest, you can see there appears to be a withered rose adorning them. You can see some of the dwarven guards that are kind of marching back and forth stand back and let him pass. As you can see, they kind of make uneasy glances at each other. And you can almost swear that they're whispering under their breath, like wards of protection from whatever this entity may have been. As the emissary glides past your party, he almost doesn't bat an eye. Although he gives a brief, lingering look towards Rook. He kind of puts his hand up to basically say his party's stopping for a moment. And you guys just feel like an unease, like a cold chill go down your spine as his eye kind of looks over each of you. Just very unsettling. Almost to when the Lady of the Night's Coven had touched Kieran on his shoulder. You get that very cold, chilling feel. As it almost...
Are these the withered rose people you said?
This appears, I'd say without even a history check, you would be able to put together. This appears to be someone high up in the Withered Rose family. So they're colloquially known as the Knights Coven. So this is someone from the Knights Coven.
Yeah.
The Withered Rose.
So that was the vampire people, yeah.
It appears to be their housed sigil. But his lips curl into a slight knowing smile, looking at Rook. And he speaks very softly, but direct to you. You see him smell the air around you. Just like a deep, like he's smelling like fresh pastries or something delectable. It has been some time since I've smelled blood like this. What clan are you from? The Ravenfold? House Noctaren? And he kind of looks over you again. The Grave Callers? And you can see that just almost a cartoonish smile comes across his face as he kind of just looks past and around you.
We're here for important business. And he full ignores his questions.
Such disrespect. And he slowly blinks at you. Make a wisdom save throw.
Ooh. You die.
When he does the when he does the slow blink, is it like the frog blink where he does one eye at a
Two
time?
eyes. Two
No.
different eyes.
Yeah. He just slowly blinks.
Wisdom saving throw. It was a 16 and plus 5.
Okay.
21.
You feel like a cold shiver like come over like your brain down your spine, and you just feel very unnerved. But nothing happens to you. You kind of readjust a little bit.
Just watching.
You can see he almost like cackles a little bit. Oh.
You're a bit of a freak, buddy.
His eyes slowly turn with his head towards you, almost like an owl. Just
Why is
You
he
can see
so slow?
his head kind of topped up. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
I think I'm just gonna take the hammer and walk away.
So Rennie's just kind of like, doesn't even engage in this guy, and she's like,
Yeah.
I'm going this way. Yep.
I'm gonna follow with that one. I'm gonna follow. I don't want to be a part of that one.
Fine, the big
One
I was
guy
like, the
over
vampire
corner,
lady
we
was
need-
kind of cool. I don't want to piss them off.
What'd you roll?
20.
Okay. You feel the same kind of feel that Rook would feel from there. This cold chill in your brain, and it feel like it tingles down your spine, and you're just very unnerved, but nothing really truly happens to you. You must be some adventurers to dissuade by beguile and influence.
That's a lot of big words.
Can I?
We're well versed.
Too bad I'm not reading them.
Do you have business with the king too?
Oh, we have talked for many moons. It is time for me to head back home, but I wish you nothing but the best speaking to this old soul. And he like leans in very close, and it's almost like towards Rook, like it's like in a blink, he's like right in front of you. And he like whispers something only you can hear.
Hey,
He says just
you are
that.
a bitch.
Yeah, you smell like stink.
You need a mink.
It-
mint.
He says that to you. Only you would be able to hear that. And then he like
He's-
almost like quickly just
before,
go ahead.
before he leaves, he's gonna respond back saying, "I know."
We may meet again, little soldier. And then he almost like just like is back in line immediately, and him and his group just kind of leave. You watch them go out the doors, and then as the rain is kind of coming in from there, there's like a shroud that encapsulates them, and then they just vanish into a like a cloud of smoke, and they're gone.
God, what a freak.
Are you taking?
Right?
Where'd the other two go?
Vamps.
You notice that Kieran and Radice have over there, and they're talking to some of the servants down here, and they've helped themselves to a small little buffet that's on the side. There's a couple cups of wine and some grapes. It looks like they're like, this shit's pretty good. They're like, this is for free. We just told them this hammer, and they're just giving us shit.
They're letting the hammer do all the talking.
Or the talking.
Talking. What are you talking about?
All the talking.
Who's eating all the grapes?
Are they in a vineyard? Or what?
No,
why
no,
are
no,
there
no.
so many grapes? Oh,
Just think of like a royal thing. Obviously,
Like-
they would have like fruits and stuff like that.
You know, like have you seen like wine tasting? They'll give you grapes and cheese and stuff like that.
oh, I love cheese. Yeah.
Charcuterie.
Yeah,
Palate
so we're
cleansers.
like drinking wine, eating cheese, and like that.
Yeah, basically they showed the
Distinguished.
hammer, and you are getting A1 treatment right now.
Wow.
We have power.
This is the best I've ever been treated ever.
You all able to, yeah, so yeah. You guys are able to reconvene here in this in just this little foyer after that little event. What would you guys like to do?
I mean, we haven't seen the king yet, right?
Correct.
I'm just gonna sit by myself, eating my drinking my wine, eating my cheese by myself.
Staring at Rogue like, who are you?
Yeah.
She's really emphasizing that by myself.
I sit right next to her. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm
I can't
gonna
believe this guy.
from across the way, just kind of whisper to her in Elvish. We'll talk later.
I'm just gonna like, you know my look.
She's gonna give you like a look where she's like, her eyes kind of curl up, and she get like a small grin. She puts her goblet to her face, and then she goes, and then she just
This is gonna
holds
be-
her eye contact.
This is gonna be a funny moment when I find out that every single other person also speaks Elvish.
Yeah, Kieran's there is just like, What do you mean you'll talk later? You're gonna talk to me later?
What does that
You think-
mean, Rook?
Were you talking?
Me too.
Uh,
Or am I included?
Does anyone else actually speak Elvish?
Not the elf, clearly.
I think Kieran speaks Elvish.
Yeah.
You could just whisper it, like really. low.
Kieran, like as
Well,
she says
either
that,
way, I whispered it.
I was gonna say, I like
I'm not
the
anywhere
idea
near that conversation.
if she says that like sips her wine, and then Kieran like pokes his head out from behind her, sitting right next to her with his goblet. Oh, we'll talk later.
Also, Kieran would have known that Rook wouldn't have cared if he heard.
But you're able to kind of just wine and cheese a little bit before there's a appears to be like a half elf like a lady comes down and she asks in common, are you all here to speak with the king?
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
they're so cute.
Wonderful, wonderful. If you'll please join me on one of the viewing balconies. He's currently entertaining another party, but he will be able to see you all shortly. Please, this way. And she's leading you up a balcony type area.
Follow her.
Are we
Follow
allowed to
this
take
lady.
a thing of wine with us?
I mean,
I'm downing that wine real quick.
yeah.
I got my goblet with me.
I stuffed cheese into my loincloth.
I don't want to be there. That's the last place I want to be.
Enemies that I
Yeah,
slay
those
get
cheesy loins.
We gotta find a different food than cheese next.
Oh, man. You can, I can just imagine whenever he kills somebody, he gives them the Rikishi sting face with the cheese loincloth.
Actually vile.
You guys make your way up these stairs with the snacks and things that you would like to bring from there. She opens up like a small little door for you, and it's like a little viewing gallery. Where think of it like a big courtroom per se, with a throne in the middle, on the floor below, and you're on like these viewing galleries on the side. And you can see there's another viewing gallery on the other side. There's no one else in this room. It appears it's just you guys. No other non-dwarvish parties that are in here. So you guys are sitting on top of the little viewing thing. There's like chairs set up and a couple little tables and things, and you can like look down and watch as the king would be able to speak. In the throne room, you would be able to see the following: the Hall of the Anvil Throne stretches before you like the heart of a mountain, given shape and purpose. Massive pillar columns, each carved with the likeness of an ancient dwarven king, rise into the vaulted shadows far above, their stone visages gazing down with solemn judgment. The air in here is thick with the scent of a forged smoke, stone dust, and old iron, but not unpleasant, just heavy, as if you're almost feeling the weight of dwarven tradition itself. The floor of the throne room is a mosaic of obsidian and gold depicting the founding of Honor Hall, dwarves battling deep horrors, forging pacts, and raising cities upon the earth. At the far end, raised atop there's a wide dais of runic stone, rests the anvil throne itself, a monumental seat forged of adamantine, black steel, and an ancient fireglass. Its back, shaped like a mountain peak, split by a glowing fault line. Faint veins of magma appear to pulse behind it, through these narrow channels of stone, casting an orange, flickering light across the hall, like a forge. Behind the throne itself is a colossal relief carved directly into the mountain. Each monarch's face slowly added across centuries into this relief, a dynasty literally etched into stone. Flanking the throne, you see two very large, silent stone guardians, golems, in statuesque, in heavy armor, rune-bound, and ever watchful. You see standing around the hall in almost like ceremonial locations are dwarven soldiers in this in very regal looking mail, as they stand like statues themselves, their axe grounded to the floor with their heads lowered in like in reverence. You see standing in the middle there appears to be a sole person speaking to the king, Let me find him here. Do. Is that one? Let me find part 2. In the center, you can see that this guy is a tall, graceful man clad in finely polished ceremonial armor, adorned with a fleur de lis, which is the little French saint thing, if you've never seen
Ooh.
those,
Yeah.
in a white and gold tabard, crimson silk sash bearing the sigil of Cassel Lansdionnaire, a silver sword plunged into the back of a black rose, framed by radiant sunburst. His hair is tied back with a velvet ribbon, and he smells, almost from this far, you can smell faintly of lavender steel and some kind of expensive perfume and cologne. You see on one side, he carries a rapier, and the other a sealed scroll at his hip. Sitting almost across from him is King Thargrim Firstforge himself. You can see he's almost like sitting on the throne, leaned back a little bit with a great axe to his side. He appears to be a weathered but regal figure with long braided beard of iron gray, with like different, not jewels, but like the gold and silver rings in his beard that kind of intertwine into like knots. You can see his deep set eyes are like coal under pressure but dark, but they have a burning intensity to them as he's weathered. It looks like almost 300 years. He's very old. He wears a heavy mantle of deep crimson, trimmed in some sort of like badger bear kind of fur, and his armor gleams like molten silver. Looks like it was something that may have been forged long, long ago, just for him. You can see on one of his arms is a rune-etched bracer that appears to be covering some sort of ancient wound that he just decided to wear as a scar rather than be healed. When he speaks, his voice is very deep and gravelly, almost like stone grinding. You can see that they're currently talking back and forth, where this appears to be some sort of emissary of Cassel. Where did I find the Lums d'Honneur? Which everybody can make a history check if they'd like.
Oh,
I love
Bad.
learning.
Unnatural 20.
Nice.
blue.
18.
Okay.
Also, like, where are you on the board for this? Is
All?
I'm trying to follow along, but I don't see any.
We're not on
Is
a
anything
board.
actually happening on Testfire?
It's
No.
all in
No.
our brain.
Theater of the mind,
Okay.
remember?
Got it. Sorry,
He's over here looking for me to make this map.
Yeah.
bro. I've been
Where's-
hunting. I've been
where's the
swapping
fight?
boards.
DM? Fight?
Where's
Question
the
mark?
Great Hall? Where's the Honor Hall? Where's it at?
Sorry, guys. I didn't make the honor hall. I just described it.
Sorry. Yeah. Okay. My
If
bad.
you rolled above
it's okay.
a 18 on this one, you would have recognized that sigil that is on this emissary as Castle Lems d'Honneur, which is the seat of the Charnaut Kingdom in the southwest region of Eltharis. If you were to cross through the mountains, similar to where you guys started, you would have to go the other side of Lunsk, down through the rivers. You would come to the, like I said, the seat of the Charnaut Kingdom, which is a very, not pompous and regal area, but it's very noble. It's very established. It's a very ancient kingdom that's been around a long time. Not as long as the dwarves, but it's been around with this kind of knight and chivalry honor for a long time. Castle Lems d'Honneur is the true castle that everything would be based upon. Like everyone wants, who is anybody, they want to live in like that city. You can see that basically the emissary is talking back and forth, trying to secure some sort of agreement with the king in regards to getting a pact between their two groups, like a semi-alliance from there. They go back and forth for, the next 10-15 minutes. Doesn't seem like they're getting any headway. He's kind of asking back and forth, well, my king, he wants this, and then the dwarf just is almost unmoved. There's nothing really swaying him either way for what he's saying. After 10 or 15 minutes of this, like I said, the emissary kind of takes his leave. And as you can see, the king begins to kind of grumble something under his breath. He speaks to like one of his guards to the side, and they begin to bring him some refreshments. And it does look like he's had a couple back-to-back conferences of this kind, and he's a little weary. As the emissary looks like he is leaving the chambers itself, the half-elf lady kind of reappears up to you guys, and she's like, "The king is now ready for you all to speak with him. Follow me." And she would lead you down.
Okay.
You go down the stairs, kind of turn. You kind of pass by the emissary here. As he kind of looks over each of you, he gives you just a very deep bow in respect, and he lets you all just pass him. As you pass him, you can get his expensive cologne lavender smell from there. He smells very nice, but also he just smells rich. Like he has that richness to him. But you're able to enter the hall proper. She kind of lets you guys all into this room per se. You can see the king sitting upon his ancient throne, and she says, "You'll have to speak first." And then she kind of just backs up. And she stands to the side.
Well, I think we should bow first.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bow.
Give
Okay.
a very slight bow.
Wow.
Full on bend at the hip, just
Holy
straight down.
shit, he's ready to serve. My liege.
Please, I
Yeah,
bring
the
loin
Bend
cheese.
over.
Oh my god. Don't let him bend over. He's flashing the whole backside of the room.
Yeah. Oh, the
My-
cheese falls out of my loincloth.
There's an updraft.
Oh, not. It's gonna be a weird mix of cheese and a perfume. Thank God, smell-o-vision wasn't a thing.
Oh man, it'd be horrible. This session brought to you by Dr. Squatch's soap. You're gonna need it to scrub your fucking face.
Scrub your cheese, guys.
Scrub your cheese.
Scrub your cheese.
What would you like to say to the king?
Hello. No one else is saying anything.
Rook is still kind of in like a state. So you guys got this.
Mhm. Great.
A thunderous voice would kind of echo out very deep from the dwarf. Why have you come here?
Well, we originally came to this area in search of help rebuilding our fort, and in the process of searching for help, we've discovered that the local groups are clashing and have had conflict for a bit, and they said they'd be willing to help if we helped them clear up some things, and each side wanted different things, and we've been trying our best to do that. And in the process of helping them clear out the mines, was it the mines? The caves, whatever they are, we found that hammer, which seems to be pretty important.
You show him the hammer?
Yes.
Check it out. Spins it like a basketball.
Spins it
Just
on his
swinging it
sleeve.
around carelessly.
Yeah.
I don't know
Whoa.
why you guys like this thing so much.
Check it out. Pretends to hit it.
Ting, 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 like I'm trying to build something. Look at
Yeah,
me.
yeah.
He speaks in that low D voice. Oh, I haven't seen that since I was a little lad.
Oh,
You have found our oath hammer in all its glory.
was it taken?
It was
That is-
lost
Ah.
Somebody left it
Some-
behind.
some long time ago. Why would you have brought this to me? Where did you find it?
It was in the caves that had all the spiders and the drow.
I don't know of this land. Maybe it was taken from someone else.
A couple
But-
hours away, maybe.
You tell.
Not that far.
Yeah. Well, like I said, this has been lost for him for 100 some years. There's no
Right.
telling where he thought that this could have been passed from this person, this person, this person.
Right.
Could have been anywhere.
This could have been Faerun.
Yeah.
He does ask.
Search the whole house for the keys, and it was right by the door the whole time.
Yeah, it was in your pockets.
Yeah.
Does a magic trick and puts it behind your ear.
It just pulls it out. Oh my god, is this your own paper?
And look, there's a guy.
He just claps.
Claps like a baby. Coughs.
King wants his iPad now.
King must place the place ever.
In his short stature, King would like his royal uppy time.
Oh, no.
As people come out. All right, anyway. Back
Hey, we brought it
his
back
voice.
to you now.
Did you claim the hammer with gold or iron?
Huh?
Huh?
At this point, the half elf would come up behind you. He's like, "Did you buy it or did you take it from someone by fighting?" And then she goes back.
Oh. Yeah, I guess technically taking from fighting. We were clearing out the caves for was it the dwarves or the gnomes?
Iron.
What?
No.
Iron.
That's what he
No.
asked. Gold or iron?
A great
Iron.
laugh kind of echoes throughout the hall as they're all as they're all not like impressed, but they were like, "Good, this is the answer we wanted." As they're all chuckling, like all the guards and everything are kind of joined in. It's a pretty loud laughter, as there's probably 15, 20 of these royal dwarvish guards in this room with the king himself as well.
My head.
And then eventually the king puts up his hand and like a stop, and then a silence falls over the hall immediately. You've done us a great service this day. Not only have you brought back one of our most sacred artifacts, you've done a great service in bringing it back the right way. It's time to celebrate. And he
All right.
he takes his axe and just kind of boom, it just like it echoes throughout the hall.
Kieran drops the hammer on accident. Oh shit.
Yeah.
My foot.
It shatters.
Oh,
At this point,
minus the 2000.
we we will
Minus
now have
2,000 aura.
we will now have an honorary dance from the Department of Choreography and Merriment as they
No.
Oh hell yeah, the Dockham.
Who?
Bring out the dancing lobsters.
Department of
Yeah.
Choreography and Merriment, DOCM, Dockham.
Yeah, there you go.
Ah, okay.
But it appears like now it is the mood is shifted almost from a kind of somber. This guy was like, "Man, another meeting," to now it appears to be a small party. Looks like it's starting from here. In the course of like another 30 minutes to an hour, the hall is quickly transformed into a very large banquet hall. As they bring out these very long, ornate, like hand-carved tables with like stone long benches. Let me get the party music now.
Yeah.
Oh, that food show. Sigil's gonna drop all that cheese in his loincloth.
And just Kieran to the king at the party while there's just like loud bumping music. Hey, you know anything about the beast in a pillar?
The music halts.
Yeah.
Say,
Oh, you're
Oh.
fucked.
get up.
You wrought what upon our land?
Art is over,
That-
His
please.
name.
That would be more fitting for Kieran.
Yeah. As soon as the party starts. Hey, so bad news. No.
you guys are gonna get soul sucked. Our bad.
No.
I'm just gonna look around. Look around.
Yeah, Rook is looking around very like, are we really partying right now?
Absolutely.
I think I'm just gonna look around. Adventure around. Snoop, if you would say.
So, as they kind of set up this like very this merriment per se, they're filling the tables with various different like foods, like and drinks and ales and meads, and you see they actually roll out a big fucking tankard. Like this thing is probably a couple 100 gallons full of some sort of beer, and they're rolling this bitch out, and they're gonna pop the keg for this occasion. As you brought them probably the one of the best things that they've ever had, in some, uncountable years to them. There's like a band that is like a dwarvish band that's playing various different instruments. You can see people are kind of like, this is great. The hall quickly fills with some hundred of dwarves. They give you all, for basically bringing this to them. They take the hammer from you. They present it to the king, to which he gives each of you a like an adorning necklace and like a wreath to just show that you are guests of honor here. This necklace looks like it's made of stone from there, with a gold amulet at the bottom, and it appears to be the shape. And everybody can make a history check, and you can see if you know who it is. But it appears to be a dwarf holding a sword and hammer, kind of crossed on his chest.
14.
A natural 20.
Wow.
That'd be enough. You would recognize this as Moradin, which is the chief deity of the dwarven pantheon. This is not a Elfaris god. This is like a Faerunian god. But he's like the lawful good god of the dwarves and the chief deity. So they're like, you're worthy to wear his symbol, and then you get like a cool like wreath that's made of like gold on your head as well.
They gotta go
So
high
they-
up for him.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, we're so he's just gonna look over to Kieran confused, see him probably partying.
Let's see how far I can see around.
Snoop around.
Yeah.
They ain't letting you leave this room.
How much cheese is in this room?
Get me a bigger
Oh
bin.
no. Bag of holding. Bag of
Oh no.
Kieran's probably trying to challenge Lupin to a drinking contest.
Okay.
You would be able to walk over to what they're calling the Grand Keg, as they basically
Damn.
poured what looks like a fire hose into the keg itself to kind of pop it, and they are just filling tankard after tankard after tankard of this stuff, and it's like overflowing. It's making pretty much of a big fucking mess, but I guess somebody will clean it up. You can see sitting around at the table appears to be a couple of dwarves. It looks like they're going to go round for round as well. So it looks like if you want a good old-fashioned dwarven drink down, you can do that here. Would anybody else like to participate in said dwarven drink down?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Why not?
You can see they're all sitting around, and various different things are getting thrown onto the table in a sort of gambling. You see one guy throws a sack of gold on there, and that it sounded heavy. Obviously, you can't count it right now, but you can see a couple gold pieces spill out, and you see a couple platinum pieces spill out. So this guy threw some shit up here. This one guy, he takes off one of his he takes like a helmet, tosses the helmet on there. Looks like a cool helmet. Can't tell. Where.
I tear a piece of my
Oh, no.
tear a piece of my loincloth off and put the red bear fur onto the table.
Just green stink lines. I'm gonna. Yeah, flies.
And then another guy, it looks like he takes out a very ornately crafted like wooden bow, tosses that on there as well. So it looks like there's a couple good things here up for grabs.
How confident are we?
I don't think a loincloth is gonna be worth anything, but sure.
No, that loincloth is everything I've ever owned.
Yeah, what's the barrier for entry?
Whatever you're
Kieran's
emptying
gonna
up,
put a thing of 10 gold in.
they look at you. Do you want to sip it up to go with your gamble?
Don't judge a book by its cover, you little shit.
And then like there's like a record scratch. You're in it. Who you calling little?
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna throw some of my little gems that I got.
Mhm.
Throw
Little-
the chest on the table. My gems
There's
on the
like
table.
silence for like 10 seconds. You hear some clanking of some gems. And he looks over, he's like, now that lass knows how to gamble. And then they all go back to the revelry, all just like joking and
Oh,
laughing.
thank God.
All right, so this is a good old-fashioned dwarven drinking contest. So there's 4 dwarves that have all put some ante up in there. If you put something up, you could possibly win. How this works
Right.
is a Constitution check. So you'll be doing a Constitution saving throw for each round. You get 3 fails and you're out. Last one standing is the winner.
Oh, I'm so ready to,
Wow, wait.
I guess,
Rook is
gamble.
The
we're
only
just gonna
thing I have in my
last
inventory
second
is a
put
silver coin. Sorry.
I was just saying, if you want to drink, you got to throw something in there. So Kieran put in 10 gold, which they laughed at him, but Radius was able to kind of cut the tension. She threw in probably you threw in all the gems.
Half.
How many gems did I give you
Hmm.
total?
I don't remember.
Rook is last second gonna
You put in 2.
put in the
2 good gems.
shield that's emanating necrotic energy.
Okay.
Just throw it on there.
I got black.
So they
rubies.
didn't laugh at my loincloth?
They probably like disregarded you.
They probably didn't see it.
You know what? They were like, red bear fur? Pretty rare. Let this man in.
They're looking at that. Someone's gonna start cleaning up a spill on the table with it. They're like, "Oh, good, someone brought us a napkin."
I'll just
Do I
let
actually have
this-
to? Do I have to bet something else?
Something of value in there that you're willing to bet.
Oh,
Radius put in what
okay.
is probably the equivalent of about 90 gold pieces with their 2 gems.
Is this a free
I
for all
have-
or is this a team effort?
I don't know. It appears to be a free for all at the moment.
Oh shit!
we-
Well,
but-
we're going up against the 7-foot tall guy.
I guess I'll put in 10 gold. No, how much gold do I? I don't have a lot of gold. 20 gold. Fuck
You
it.
guys do have a lot of gold, actually.
Not me. I think at least.
Not you. You
Yeah.
don't have a lot. Well, you have.
Yeah, I just-
You,
I think
so
I have
you would have
39.
anything from that was divvied out between when you cleared out the camp. You would have got a cut of that, and then you got a cut of anything from when you
Oh.
cleared out the mines.
I got a lot of gold.
okay.
I'll
So-
throw in-
I'll put
20
up.
gold.
I'll put up 19 gold.
Even
Okay,
I
let me
wanted to.
let me write down what everybody's throwing in here. We add a tab.
Since my red bear loincloth isn't good enough, I guess.
No, it's definitely not.
How much
Yeah, but it's
cloth
men.
do you have left?
Oh wait, can't I put the Drake tooth down as well? The one like I fucking suplexed down from this guy.
Sure. So you want to put in your dragon tooth and how much gold?
19 gold.
Radius put in gems worth about 80 gold. Rook threw in the shield.
The wraith shield.
Kieran, did you decide you want to throw in any more? Or you going with just 10?
I'm sticking with my 10. I'm not going eco on this.
And what are you putting in?
20
Lupin.
gold.
All right. So
Kieran does see Lupin put in 20 and he slides another 10 in to match his 20.
okay, there you go.
Gotta be
A
petty.
little ego.
So there's the sack of gold. There's a dwarvish helm, and a ornate bow.
Use my Western dice.
Okay. All right. So
Hmm.
everyone,
I'm gonna use my big dice. I got a really
Oh.
big dice.
you're gonna use big dice. So you have is that
Use the
1,
metal.
2, 3? Shit. I gotta. Well, actually, no. I can take one out. All right. So there's 3 dwarves that are gambling, and then all you guys are. Oh yeah, just a big one. All right, everybody. Constitution saving throws. Roll for your first one.
Here we go.
Wow. Good start for me. Natural 20.
Ooh, nice.
Do you plus or you just roll?
Plus.
16 for me.
I got 19.
Okay. If you're above a 10 on the DC right now, you're okay.
I got 21.
Just let me know if you're ever below the DC I'm giving, because that'd be easier to keep up that way.
Okay.
Okay.
16.
You can see the first 2 dwarves, for whatever reason, they were not ready for this. They for being up to the challenge, and you can see they're like, whoa, oh shit, okay. All of you guys, Apparently, you've been drinking this ancient dwarvish ale before. Maybe it was something to do with that wine that you got from the breweries. But you guys are stout, fucking stout on this one. You basically empty your tankards, all slam them down, and a small crowd begins to form. They're like, "Okay, these guys might got some shit to them." You see, there's some gold getting passed around as they're maybe taking bets on something from here. All right, everybody, roll again.
Side hustle.
drinking side hustle. 23.
Take it back.
Dirty
15.
20.
17.
Okay. Yep, still good. We're looking for above a 12 now.
I got 16.
You can see one of the other dwarves powered his way through that drink. Didn't phase him at all. The other one looks like he struggled through that one, and the other one looked like he was I think he was okay on that one. All right, third round comes in. Roll again.
I got 19.
Ooh,
17.
21.
26.
Golly.
DC 14 still.
All right.
Mine was 17.
Nice. Everybody still looks good.
Mm-hmm.
1738.
Yep.
I said, hey, what's up?
All right. They bring up the fourth one at this point. Like I said, a little bit of a bigger crowd is coming through there, as you know they've noticed there's about 15, 20 people kind of watching this kind of drinking thing go on because they're like, these guys are keeping up with them. It's insane. All right, go roll again. DC 16 this time.
19.
Got 17 again.
I got 7.
16.
A 7.
Uh-huh.
24.
You notice that Radice did not stick that drink as well. She was a little. She was not super happy with that one.
I don't party a lot.
Yeah.
I don't party a lot.
The other dwarves look like they're holding it together. Some of them look like they're got a drink away from falling over. But you know, I guess we'll see. Roll again. DC 18.
Oh, I'm cooked.
That's
There's
funny.
no way.
got
19
it.
again.
16 plus
Nice.
5.
I got an 8.
Oh.
There's my only natural 20 for the
Yeah,
day.
8.
I got a 27.
What's 16 plus 5?
You can see
Damn.
you're good. That's 21.
I got a 19.
Still good. Wow, you guys are insane rolling
Dude.
against these guys.
I rolled that.
Wait,
I rolled
we
those
are
2
con
natural ones
warriors.
earlier, and now I'm good.
I hit a plus 5 on con save.
Yes, I mean, look, this might just be your game. You can see Radice. She's sitting on that second one. She's like, "All right, guys, I don't know about this one." Once you're at 2 fails, you will roll with disadvantage for that last one.
Ooh.
I see.
But you can see these other dwarves. They look like they're on the precipice of something there. All right, roll it again. DC 20.
Uh-oh.
Huh.
Ooh. It's getting a little heavy, guys.
Yeah.
15.
Yeah.
I got 20 normally. Like 13.
Okay,
so- So
I got a 13.
roll 2 times.
I did. One was 18 and one was 13, so I got like 17.
You
So
see
I
Radice
still lost.
takes that drink, glug, 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 and then she's like, and just falls back. Ghidorah kind of catches her, and she's just like, ow.
She's honk shoe.
Got a hunk shoe.
I got a 13. I think Kieran's starting to choke up on his drink.
Yeah. So after about the 5th or 6th one, you're feeling a little something there. Anybody else roll below 20?
I rolled
Yes.
15.
Okay, so Lupin, you guys are starting to feel it now. It's coming to you. Would you get Sig Wolf?
I got 20.
20. Yep, still
13
pass
plus
there.
7.
You can
Did
see
I
some
fall
of these.
asleep?
You're just kind of
Yeah.
you're fucking blacked out. You're drunk. You're not asleep, but you're just like,
You're-
oh.
go home.
Let me go
Alright.
talk to some
Got the stars around your head.
Yeah, you're the birds. All right, DC 22.
22.
Is it after 1 fail it's disadvantage or after 2
No,
fails?
2 fails. 2 fails. So you
Okay.
gotta fail twice. So right now you're still in straight rolls for everybody.
Ooh,
Damn.
Wait, what's the DC?
22.
Oh, I failed. I got a 21.
Ooh,
Oh,
19
which is
plus
2. You're still good.
So I got 2
14
fails.
plus 7. That's
20, 21. That's a fail. What'd you get, Rook?
I failed.
Oh. So at this point, you guys look over, and it's like Lupin's holding his own. He's like, okay. You see these other dwarves. They're about tapped. They probably can't take much more of this.
It's gonna have to be you, Sigwolf.
He's feeling a little bit. You're looking at on the other side of the table. Rook and Kira are looking at each other like this next one's gonna kill us. All right,
Kieran, you good?
Hold out, hold out.
I'm gonna have to roll 2 nat 20s for at disadvantage to stay in.
Yeah. Yeah.
DC.
Same.
All right, roll one more time. DC 24.
20.
Oh, I can't even make that actually.
I
If you
think
roll a-
I
if you
just
roll a nat-
barely can.
I say if you roll a nat 20, it will count as a pass regardless of DC in this regard.
I did not.
Do I explode if I roll a natural?
17?
No.
Maybe
17 will
That's
fail.
Hold
That's
IP.
5.
17, 18, 19, 20, 21. 22. That would fail.
I got a 23. 17
That would
plus
fail.
7.
Please, Sigwolf.
Well, he rolled a. So at this point, I think Rook and Kieran they finished that last one there, and they're like, "I'm done." Before you even start throwing up, you're like, "I'm out." You guys just get up from the table. You're like,
Rook
"Good luck."
tries
everyone."
to stand up and starts walking forward and immediately falls face forward onto another table.
You see two of the
loudest thud.
two of the dwarves are sitting there. They look at each other, and then boom, head hit the table immediately. They're out.
I think Kieran is like putting down that last drink. His mouth is like hands go into his mouth. He's like, I can hold it, I can hold it. He's turning his head, just sees full loincloth and just lets it go.
Into the other door's drinks.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Whoa, party foul. There's a couple dwarves come over to you guys, and they can see that you've had a lot to drink. They slide you guys like a little potion thing, and they're like, "This'll get you right and going again." But at this point, you're out of the competition, so it won't really help you. But you can drink it, and you will, if you don't want to be drunk, it'll bring you back down out of a drunk state, some ancient thing. So now it is one dwarf sitting against Lupin and Sigwolf.
Come on, Sigwolf, we got this.
Old times, Lupin.
Like old
I'm like,
times.
All right, all you need to do is just roll higher, pretty much than him, because I don't think anybody's getting a 26.
I'm rolling.
unless I get a nat 20, yeah.
rolling
Anybody roll?
disadvantage, right? Since I failed.
Yep, disadvantage. I think everybody said disadvantage. Ooh, okay.
22 and 15.
25, 18 plus 7.
With disadvantage for being on
With
two
dis-
fails.
Yeah, I know, yeah, with disadvantage because I got 19 and then I got an 18.
Oh shit, nice. So you guys see this dwarf, he powers down that drink, slams down his mug, eye contact with Lupin all the way before his head drops down.
Yeah, the death
Lupin is
stare.
like, yeah, and he falls asleep right on top of him, like he just barely like beat him off there, and you can see Sigwolf like, I fucking woo, and he's like standing on the table, and he just falls back on the table. But technically, you guys won. If you are passed out like
Whoa.
drunk from there, they will forcibly give you the potion to take away like the drunkenness. So you're feeling your tummy's full. You had a lot to drink after 8 or 9 rounds of dwarven beer, but at least you are not gone.
Rook's face first.
Ease on me.
Rook's face down. How are they gonna do that?
They're gonna roll you over. Just go, 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 go.
Actually, well, everyone's drunk.
Suppository.
Yeah, they just start
Suppository.
But
start dumping it down your ass.
Real quick, what's everyone's passive investigation?
Huh?
What's
I don't
everyone's
On the left side of your screen,
passive investigation?
Isn't investigation intelligence?
12.
There's a passive
11.
section for all the stuff.
Oh,
It is 10.
11.
Passive investigation 17.
Yeah. Okay, well, of course, Rhaenys would see. She would, you would see just peeking out of Rook's satchel, a book with a lock on it, like a journal.
I'm gonna grab your ass, I swear to God.
He's
You
still
know-
knocked out right now.
Hey,
He's
yo.
still knocked out.
Wait.
Other...
Honk shoe. Could steal.
Okay, I'll do it.
He's still knocked out. They're about to.
All right, I'm gonna
Give
do
him
it
that
before.
drink.
Before I'm gonna like take the book, sloop, walk away.
Roll. DM
Roll-
has to
roll-
a sleight of
roll-
hand check.
Roll. Yeah, yes, you can't just do that. Roll a sleight of hand check.
Advantage because he's unconscious.
Oh,
Brand would roll a perception at disadvantage because he is still very drunk.
what is that?
Wait, who?
So she's attempting to take the book out of your pocket.
Mhm.
So she's gonna roll her sleight of hand, and
I
then
got
you
15.
still may be able to see it, but you'll have to roll a perception
Oh,
at
okay.
disadvantage
Okay.
because she's been able to. So she was out first. She got the medicine first, so she's more so recovered.
She's
from it.
more.
Yeah.
Ew, not great. You said investigation or
Perception, just to see if you're aware
Perception?
of what was happening.
12.
I got 15.
So you yoink, you have this book, and you just start walking away.
Oh,
Finders keepers.
Did anybody take my cheese?
Almost
Nobody
ran out
wants
of cheese.
Kieran feels it bubbling up again and just turns away. Not again. Not the cheese.
Not the cheese.
All right, so you guys were able to basically clear house of the table. Let me see.
Can't wait to find out later down the road that Rhaenys works for the Withered Rose or whatever.
Yeah, she's like,
whoa.
You guys
Whoa,
would
whoa,
never
whoa.
know.
yeah,
Yeah?
her backstory, mint.
Holy.
Guys
But
know
you guys
nothing
were able
about
to
me.
get let's see. So you would, like I said, clean the table. So you're able to reclaim the stuff that you gambled. Plus, you guys would gain the following things. I'll go ahead and give you all the information you needed. So from that sack of gold, you're able to accumulate 680 gold pieces.
God damn.
Okay, hold on.
Holy.
Wait. Slow down
I'll
just a
do
second.
it.
I'm gonna split up 680 divided
There you
by.
Huge math guy.
5.
You guys each get
680 divided-
136 gold pieces.
Okay, 136 each to each of us. Okay.
Mhm.
Dude, that was his.
Yeah, but now I did it for him. You can
Thank
see that the dwarvish helm that was wagered is a magical item of rare quality.
Ooh.
So if you can wear medium armor, you may wear this. You have to be proficient
Boo.
in medium armor to get this.
Hey.
So Mirror Lupin, yeah. Probably Lupin.
Rhaenys too, I think.
Yeah, I've like
Raise-
and
Oh.
medium.
Should be a medium.
What does it do? I guess, and I'll give
So
it to you.
I will read it to you. There's also a bow that was thrown on
Yeah.
the table. So
I saw there was
I
a
actually-
bowl, so I was
obviously-
like,
Yeah, someone
I'm
else
gonna
can
take
take
it.
that.
Yeah.
Oh.
I think I should take the
Um,
boat. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I kind of want a bow right now.
Me,
So
the unarmed
the-
person.
I'll
really needs
send
to
this to you guys. So you basically now have the helm of the Stonewalker.
know. Frick.
You have it has a couple properties. The first is Stonebound Resilience. While wearing this helmet, you get a +1 to AC if you're also wearing medium armor. You have Earthen Aegis, which is once a day. As a reaction, when you're hit by attack, you can summon a protective wave of stone to reduce the damage by 1d10 plus your con mod.
Wow.
Yeah, that's cool.
You would have Tremor Sense. While standing on earth or stone, you can detect movement from any creature within 10 feet of you that is touching the same surface. So pretty good if anything's burrowing underneath you.
God, this is a rare item?
Damn.
I'm pretty.
Yep.
I'm
Right.
probably.
It's
I'm
a
probably
very
gonna
rare
give it
item.
to. I'm probably gonna give it to Lupin since he lasted the longest and also.
I'll say
like,
whoever,
everybody.
yeah, the Sigwolf is
Lupin should
giving it out.
definitely get it.
So yeah, he would definitely get that. Just you can track that, Ben, because I'm gonna. That it sounds like it does way too much for me to write down.
Oh, you mean like that?
Oh, hey, wow, what do you know?
Wow.
And
Say
the
thank
magical
you,
bow.
DM.
You're welcome.
I love you, DM.
Whoa. Oh, bro, my wife is here.
Dude, chill.
Bad.
The bow is known as Sky Fang. It has a couple proprities
Okay.
as well. It is rare. This bow crackles with latent electricity. Oh, sorry, this is actually a very rare bow. When you hit a creature with a ranged attack, it takes an extra of 1d8 lightning damage.
Oh, that's perfect.
As a bonus action, you may use Arc Bolt.
Kind of want that bow.
A bonus. As a bonus action, you can cause your next attack this turn to unleash a forked arc of lightning. It would make a so you make your normal attack from there. The target will take an additional d8 of lightning damage, and a creature of your choice within 10 feet of the original target must make a dex save or also take the same lightning damage.
Jesus Christ.
And it also has technically they're calling it Storm Wrought Draw. You never need arrows when attuned to this bow. When you draw back the string, a crackling arrow of force and lightning forms in your hand. These arrows count as magical for overcoming resistance and immunity.
It's over, guys.
You know, I'm standing there holding this bow, like, I wonder who needs this.
The bow itself is made of darkened ashwood, wrapped with braids of storm steel and etched with runes of wind and thunder. When drawn, faint sparks crackle along the strings. In stormy weather, the bow emits soft thunderclaps with every shot.
Wow. It's really cool.
And you had a +1 bow, longbow or something before, right?
Yeah.
You'd probably sell that shit. Make some extra
Absolutely. I'm selling that dang bow.
Like, DM, are we like perfectly normal, or are we a little hungover?
Yeah, maybe just a little bit. If you had any
Okay.
conditions before, you would still have said conditions, but
Shoot.
Drink the Bloody Merediths, but only do so much.
Chill.
Rhaenys, yeah. You. Yeah. Just throws the bow at you.
Here's the helmet.
It keeps the bow.
It wouldn't be a kanji character if it wasn't awkward talking to a female character.
right. So I sent the bow to you there. I'll help you add that to your character sheet so you could use it. But yeah, so you guys get a shitload of gold and those two things from there.
I'm finally on par with the rest of the party now.
Wow.
Oh, with the bounty.
Yeah, with the money.
Will Sigwolf also hate brunettes?
Oh, I don't know.
loves
No, I
them.
gotta hate gingers.
Oh.
Something new, of course.
Yeah.
I haven't flirted with any women yet, so I should probably try that. Any females in the perimeter?
Oh, yeah,
Any-
this
Yeah.
party and this celebration.
Roll, roll
Yeah,
for
me.
Huz. Roll for Huz.
Roll for the.
There are some dwarvish ladies here if you're interested with ladies with beards.
What's that perception to roll for the huzz?
Oh,
yes, he's okay
God.
with beards.
Yeah.
No, I want to find the huzz that are not bearded.
Oh, you won't find them.
They all have
Yeah.
beards.
Beards as far as the eye can see.
Well, there's the one elf, but I don't know about that.
Get a half elf lady, or I will.
Hey.
I mean, shit. Can I see the half elf? What will an 18 in
tall.
perception get me?
An 18.
Whoa.
You smell a very familiar perfume and
Snap.
cologne
Oh.
Oh,
as almost a exquisite voice, very refined and noble, speaks from behind you. Oh, monsieur, that was quite a drinking
she's
competition. You have.
The gingers. Gingers the fringe.
New trait acquired. Hates
That's
the
crazy.
That's crazy. A new trait acquired, homophobic. You see that this is the emissary that was in the court before, and he's congratulating you on your drinking victory. He,
Oh,
my name is
Word.
Chevalier Etienne de Marvel, at your service. And he gives you like a bow.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
okay.
call you Chevy.
All right, Post Malone.
Nice.
He says, Castel Lem d'Honneur extends his cordial regards. Though I confess, I wish to be among finer company today than these dwarves.
What's wrong with the dwarves? What'd they do to you?
They do not have a fine palate. There's no fine wine. There is no, how do you say, extravagance is lacking at this party.
I don't know. Did you see the bow I just earned? I think they have tons of extravagance.
That's
Yes,
my
but
bow.
they're missing on the final. They're missing on the final things. The band is playing such harsh tunes to my ears. I would love something more subtle, like a lover's caress, whispering into my ear.
Dude, you
Not-
gotta go for it.
I was gonna say, not you. You are too brash for me.
Oh, you,
But-
first of all,
Puts
this
on glasses.
brutish nature is very very good at the canoodling and things.
I thought he was gonna say cunnilingus. It's like, ain't no way.
I prefer to not have my backside licked by a grizzly bear.
What is happening?
Well, it sounds like you just offered to lick the Frenchman's ass. So
No, I said canoodling, like cuddling.
yeah, that's what he would have got from that.
Bro, that's it. Traits hates the French.
Oh no. Only the boys though.
Only
Yeah,
French men.
hates French men.
Oh,
Or ginger.
it's a shame because I did bring my 6 sisters who would love to have
Ooh.
talked to you, but so disrespectful to me and to Castle Lamsby on air.
Unbelievable.
We will go elsewhere.
Hey, hey, Sigwolf, you should come talk to these girls.
Oh, tell us again how your name is Castle. Is that your name, Castle?
Yeah, sure.
yeah.
Just say that.
But yes, you guys are able to have like drinking merriment for some time there. Eventually there is like a call at the beginning where there's a great what's the word? Like a hip hip hooray, like a toast. That's it, a toast. It happens.
Gotcha,
It happens.
gotcha.
It happens exactly like that. Where they're gonna toast to my chair. I need to sit up a little bit more. There we go. They basically call and you guys have such a great honor of restoring this to their keep. They will allow one of you to split the ceremonial stone.
Oh, I want to punch rock.
So you would
That's how
be
we
able
keep
to
'em
walk. Yeah, you would. You can go up pretty much like next to the king, who will they will give you a ceremonial hammer, to which you will break this very large circular.
Do I have
Like,
to
it's like a
use
boulder.
the hammer?
It's not the nice hammer. It is a hammer. But would you like to use something else?
It's giving me anxiety.
I went-
You want to punch the rock?
You know, punch the
Yeah,
rock.
I'm gonna butcher the rock.
Go ahead and make a strength check.
Step.
Can
The band comes to a soft lull as they await.
I activate large form and I'm gonna break this fucking rock. Good chow.
Is it
Yeah, bonk.
Breaks hand.
Strength check. What would this be? 21.
Strength.
21.
21?
Nice.
DC 25. You go. No, I'm fucking with you.
Your hand gone.
Gone. Amputated.
Amputated on rock.
You bring your fist down and slam it into the ceremonial stone, and you see it like crack and splinter, and you see, and it splits into two halves. There's a silence that fills the small banquet hall or large banquet hall, I guess, and everyone cheers. They're like, "Woo!" woohoo! They're like, he did it! They're like, you know,
Woohoo!
it's barely been some time since a dwarf was, or a non-dwarf split the stone. As you see black
Keeping the
shadows
hammer.
begin to come out. Well, not fucking with you.
Yeah.
Could you imagine the beast is like, I fucking love parties!
He's like another rock.
More rocks, you fucker fell for it! Oh my God. That's gonna be the goal. Yeah. It's gonna be like Stone Cold coming in every time you break glass, but instead for you guys, every time you split a rock, the beast shows up.
Oh no.
The
Somebody
stone
items for
glows.
strangers.
Get ready to
Stone-
fucking fight, pussy
stone-
farts, roll initiative! I have a battle map this whole time! You're the more merriment and everything kind of continues from there. But the what is it? The king kind of pulls you aside and he says, "Is there something that you would have wanted for doing us such a great honor this fine day?"
Oh god.
He pulls me aside.
Yeah, you're up there with him. Woohoo! Think about the mission. Woohoo!
The mission.
The help.
Oh no.
Really help.
The hell? Help?
Our base needs help cleaning or restoring.
Yes. Oh, yes. This, I have like a Jimmy Neutron brain blast.
Yeah.
I want to say the
Yeah. There's actually something not just I need, but the friends I just made, I guess. So we got this giant base. We need people.
What if I gave you this? And he like turns, and you can see that in like a very ornate case is like a set of like it's almost like very long ornate dwarven chains that you could probably use as weapons.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
What if I gave you this instead of whatever you're asking for?
Yes, please.
Shit.
Think about the mission, though.
The cheese starts to wrap
Think about-
his loincloth. He's all excited. Chains.
Think of
Rook's just talking to the sisters.
yeah. Rook is just smooths it up. They're like, "Oh, tell us again. Say it again in Charlotte language, Rook."
Sure.
Yeah, I'll do that. Yeah.
So like, am I
I
understanding?
do
are
that.
these-
I
Are
do
these
that, yeah.
dwarven? Are these dwarven chains equivalent to like what I kind of have on my hand when I go?
You don't need the chains.
You're not there. It's better. It's the finest crafted chain that dwarves could have forged in centuries, and it could all be yours for doing us this.
So, doubt that I don't want the chains.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello.
Discord's
What is
being
Hello?
happening?
Hello? Is that
Did-
Jeff?
Oh my god! Jesus Christ!
I was sitting there and I was like, are we getting hacked? Like, I was like, my internet's
That's
messing
crazy.
up, and I looked at her and I was like, is the internet down?
yeah,
like,
my
what
internet
happened?
was not having a good time.
I think Discord's
Nope.
having-
weird,
I
like-
think Discord.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that was weird.
Did I miss anything?
No, I wasn't talking after I was like, I don't hear anything. What's happening here? But he's like, it's one or the other. I could do you a favor, forge an alliance, or give you these cool ass chains,
Brutal.
and I'll let you sleep with the queen. No, he doesn't say that.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Whoa.
You should see my chair.
Yeah.
You could see.
Hey,
I'll sit in the official dwarven cock chair.
Oh, this is hard. Oh,
Do what you want.
fuck.
You're
Oh.
brave.
Just think, What would
What would
sequel
sequel do? Shit. Uh, um. Well, what do the chains signify?
It's the fact that he
Strength.
entertains it. Honor,
Gingers.
resilience.
Ginger.
Those who have these chains have brought down mountains,
Mount.
slayed giants, and split the sky.
Have they killed Cyclopses?
Perhaps
I hate Cyclopses.
ginger cyclopses. He's saying all this, and he's like, they've split mountains, theoretically, and cracked the sky open, potentially.
It's in the fine print.
Slayed cyclopses. They maybe could do that.
Theoretically.
Yeah.
Theoretically. I guess I'll take the chains.
Perfect. These are yours. Enjoy the party. But yeah, there you go. So now you have some cool dwarvish chains.
Yippee. I put them on my feet.
Oh my god. It was the worst outcome. He's not even using them right.
Yep, come tell us what you did.
I got shades. He's actually a really nice guy.
You've got chains.
Yeah, check him out.
What
I
about
like-
the help
I
we
like
needed for
throwing
the
them forward.
base?
Yeah. Well,
The
this
what?
is why we came all the way here.
Ah,
And you got some chains.
they're dwarvish.
This is the big
not what we
nothing.
needed.
And the best part is, someone comes out of like one of the royal chambers, and he like looks around, and he's like, "Where are they? The king's chains have been stolen."
All right. Okay.
That is on you, man. I'm gonna walk the other way.
No, they don't say that.
Yeah, like, I don't know this guy.
Is there,
That'd be
s-
insane. They're like, yeah,
Is
he
there-
just gives the chains to some other guy. Like, why is this? I found him, my king. He has the chains.
is there a return policy on the chains?
But no, sorry, no one yells that they are stolen. You now have some nice dwarven chains though.
Yippee.
You're
So after
walking
all,
back.
I would say after a lot of drink and
You're
merriment,
walking back.
it seems like the party is kind of in general died down. You guys are you are free to leave if you'd like, or it's whatever you'd like to do.
Well, I guess on the
So
positive
what did
wager-
we?
What did we gain?
Yeah, what did we gain out of this, Seawolf?
Is there a return policy on that on those chains? Can we
Like a potty while you guys think about what he just did.
I get to go to.
That's not what we need, Sigwolf.
I forgot what we came here.
You don't even know if they do anything.
He said that
They
they
could just-
killed
they
they
could-
killed mountains.
They could just be some regular chains.
But he said they kill mountains.
And
The king
pigs,
wouldn't
Mountain.
lie.
and pigs fly.
They do?
No.
Oh.
Rainice, why don't you see if the chains actually do anything for them? Tegan, I think you have detect magic.
You may do so by
Oh.
detecting magic. A voice says. in
Yeah,
your
yeah,
head.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Feel it out, suss it out.
Okay, I'll do that. I will detect magic on the chains.
You cast Detect Magic, and you're able to see that these chains are not magical.
Rook's gonna slowly look up at Seawolf.
We're not angry. We're
So-
disappointed.
No, I'm angry.
These chains do nothing.
So they don't fell mountains?
No.
They can't
Theoretically.
Cyclopses?
Hypothetically. Potentially.
You got scammed, sir.
Now, are you gonna go back there, or
Will I cause trouble if I go back? I like look up at you.
You're about to cause trouble with us.
Uh,
yeah?
You're about
So,
to get banished
I
again.
go back to the king. I go back to
King's
the king.
nowhere to be
I talk-
found.
Nowhere to be found? Lame. I go back to the group.
No, you can request other audience. Like I said, the party's kind of dying down. You probably could speak to the king tomorrow, but you won't be able to today.
I could stay behind and talk to him tomorrow.
We
I'm
won't leave you
sorry.
behind.
I'm sorry, y'all.
I'm. No, it's fine. Just another day.
A day to rest.
I really thought that these brought mountains down. I'm just like staring at these just chains. He promised me
Right.
Cyclops heads.
Right. Okay. I'm gonna go now.
Right,
Going
time
on
to feel
another walk.
What time is it? Yeah.
So you guys have drank a long time. It is now this point. It is pretty late into the night. It's probably around 11 p.m. or so. You guys have been able to drink and have merriment for quite some time. As like I said, most of the dwarves have retired to their quarters. There's still some people who are partying in the hall because you don't always get to be in the king's banquet hall for all that. But
Does he have guest rooms for us?
yeah, if you wanted to stay in some of the little like village area things, they'll let you stay there.
That sounds great.
Can't take a
Man,
bottle
I feel
of
like
wine
I'm
to the
forgetting
room,
something.
to a room.
I'm gonna go find a room.
Okay.
Shut the door.
Okay. For some reason, we're going to see what Renice does tonight. So as everyone is laying down, and everyone except Rook, because Rook is going to go on another walk. Renice, what would you like to do?
See what's up with this book, I guess.
Rook, will you describe your journal that she's looking at here?
It's not my
Oh.
journal.
Well, not your journal. Sorry, the journal that you carry, like the notebook or the leather bound.
I'm
books.
not going through somebody's diary.
It's just a small little journal, nothing too much. It looks more like if anything, like a almost like a study. Like a compilation of notes. It's small hand-sized leather portfolio. And on the spine there's a stamp with an austere M.
Very fancy M, like the
Oh,
letter
okay.
M.
There's also a dial that seems to be magically locked. However, could potentially be unlocked. It seems overall, it seems like it's not from the vibe that you're getting. It's not from Rook. Maybe, but you know,
Mhm.
it's not Rook's. I'm assuming you're gonna want to try to unlock it.
Yeah.
Okay. You could either make an intelligence check or an investigation check first. It's not easy to unlock.
Great.
So you could do like investigation. So D20 plus investigation.
Yeah. 16.
Doesn't appear to
Which one?
budge.
Which one is she doing?
Investigation.
Investigation.
Oh, okay.
So you kind of look into it, and you are uncertain how it is bound by magical means.
It can be opened without magical means. But whatever you're doing right now probably isn't gonna cut it.
So no thoughts come to your mind on how to open this at this time. But he doesn't know you have it yet, so maybe you can try again later.
Yeah,
I guess I'll try again later.
yeah.
Would anyone else like to do anything throughout the night before they take a long snooze in the royal keep?
Don't think so.
I cried.
Everyone, yeah, he cries. "You got me in chains for your love." You guys are able to successfully complete a long rest and awake onto the morrow. I imagine you all would be able to meet back up.
See if we
And what would you guys like to do?
see if we can return those chains for what we actually need.
I just try to book it to wherever I can request fucking audience with the king.
I'm gonna stay in my room for a little bit.
Mmm.
See, flip this around. As you all leave your kind of rooms from there, you have to exit out into a semi kind of courtyard area, and you notice that the sky is again gray and angry, as a rainfall continues from the previous evening into.
Didn't Tegan just say she's gonna stay in her room?
She did, but everybody else
Oh,
appeared
okay.
gathered.
Okay. If I would have noticed that, I would have also stayed behind.
Okay.
But I'll let y'all do your thing first.
So you guys would make your way back towards the, I guess the hall itself proper. Again, you could see where the king would be on his throne from there. But it appears at this point you guys would all be able to meet up with Chevalier Etienne de Marvel. He is standing outside as well, awaiting his another go at the king. It seems like that's his name. He doesn't notice your presence as you approach, as he's promptly it looks like he's scribbling something into his leather-bound book to his side. This would be Kieran, Lupin, and Sigwolf.
Hey. So
Avoid that guy and just try to focus on the task at hand.
really need to get an audience with the king.
Oh, you have to speak to the king again. I wonder for what? You was the champion of the party. Have you not had all your wishes granted? Or do you
In
wish to
fact,
lick my backside once more?
Nothing of that sort.
Holy.
No.
Mm-mm. Then what is it?
I need to talk to your king.
It is not my king. You are speaking to the dwarven king. Do I look like a short, stout brute to you? I
No,
think
but you're starting to get on my nerves, though.
Oh, I do apologize for my characteristics. I would never apologize again for being me. I am not the bumbling buffoon who appears to have. And he kind of looks over at the other two, angered my compatriots with my desires. And he kind of looks you up and down.
Jeez.
I do say there are lovely
Moving
things
onward.
that. Oh, I guess I will not commentate on the change you currently wear. Guess it's not important for you. Au revoir.
Goodbye.
As you guys make your way into the royal hall that's up there, you see the king is he looks like he's not on his throne, he's just speaking with some of the other some of his guards from there. He's like, "Oh, you've returned. Did you sleep well in the royal quarters?"
No.
He's oh, this sucks.
Oh, are the beds not comfy? I know they might be a little old, but I thought we saw that you would have the nicest of fixtures. I'm sorry if it wasn't up to your standards.
Did he laugh?
No, I'm just laughing.
Oh, thank God. I was like, oh, hello, these chains are meant to be wrapped around something else, bro. I'm going to be wrapped around your neck.
Oh, hey yo.
His backside too.
Cock chains.
I think we slept pretty comfy last night, and we're pretty grateful for you letting us stay here. But our friend here
Made a
is
mistake.
having a little bit of he's having a
You
little bit
lied
of
to me.
doubts on the okay.
Oh,
He's having a bit of doubts on the chains that he got, and realizes, oh yeah, he already has chains. He doesn't need another set of chains. And he forgot that, you know, we were here for a more important reason, and that was bringing peace amongst the people, you know.
oh, I see. Are you having a little buyer's remorse? Are these chains not all that I promised they'd be to you?
They are, in fact, less than what you promised me.
Oh, your words cut deep, strong man. I never thought you'd take me for a liar.
I
Is that
didn't
what
take
you're
you for a
calling me?
truther.
You calling me a liar? Here, in my throne room, surrounded by my royal guard, who've stood by my side 80, 100 plus years, in this royal throne. He begins to kind of pace back and forth. Is that really the path you wish to walk today?
You
Pause.
promised me.
Pause. I didn't read that right. I didn't read the chains wrong, right?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
They're not magical.
Okay. I'm getting anxiety, so I'm like, oh god.
That would be funny. Gaslit him.
Yeah.
Wait. Runs out the room.
Guys, wait. No. You said these chains fell mountains. They, in fact, do no such thing.
How do you know that?
They're worse than these wrapped around my current wrists.
Have you tried to fell a mountain? I don't think so, because I heard no thunder besides the sky yesterday.
I don't even think these chains could fit around a Drake's neck.
This
They-
one you would hear you hear a voice coming from behind you. Oh, my king. It appears that your guests here, they are less than enthused for your graciousness of what you have provided to them. Perhaps
He's putting words in our mouth. We're very grateful for the gift that you gave us. It's just unfortunate that you didn't have some of your more intelligent compatriots here to make that decision of whether we come for what we really came for or simply some chains, regardless of the value of the craft put into these chains. We whether they slay mountains or not, that's not important. We are hoping that, despite our previous disrespect to you just now, we will hope that you will let us return these chains and offer us some of your people to either come help us rebuild our fort or help us restore peace so that they can come help us rebuild the fort.
kind of looks kind of across, and you hear Chevalier. He speaks up again. Perhaps a parley can be arranged here, as I as well was due a favor. And he kind of looks at
Who
you
are
guys.
you?
The name is Chevalier Etienne de Marvel, at your service.
That's Chevy.
Chevy, got it.
Mhm.
Anyway,
That's the canoodler.
I
as
I have I have come on behalf of Castle Lamsdionair, which you may have heard of, on the request of the true king of the land, in order to mm, negotiate the alliance again with the Underkeep, as we've had for many centuries. We are upkeeping pleasantries, per se, but we are currently, as you may say, owed one. I would be eternally grateful if I could exchange this gratitude for you. As I was saying, a parlay. I will give you the favor that is owed to Castle Lamsdale. That the honor hall has to give to you now, to which I will take the chains from you. Does that not sound fair? I believe everyone gets what they wanted there.
So you give us your people, and you get these
No,
chains.
no. You get the favor that is owed to us, to which you may ask the king for something in return, as they owe Castle Lamsdale for the sacrifice we have given to this
so
hold.
we were given the option for the favor or the chains. We chose the chains. So they're offering the favor for us if we
Mhm.
give them the chains.
Yeah, they were never posed the like an offer in the way, because obviously they didn't bring the oath hammer, they didn't split the stone, they didn't do any of that. So
Mhm.
if you just did one of those things, you had been given one thing. Since you did two things, you were given a choice between what you wanted and the chains. He is now offering, basically he will take the chains from you. In exchange, he will give you the quote unquote favor that the
That
dwarves
they
have
were
to
owed.
uphold. Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
I feel like that's
Okay,
fair.
that's
Fair.
equal exchange. I look back to the other two. Is that equal exchange?
Right.
All right.
Right.
As you can sing your graciousness, we may have an agreement here. And he at this point he kind of has walked back up to his throne. It appears we have. Give the emissary the chains, and I will grant you what you were asking for.
You'll grant me your people.
I'll grant you the favor that is owed.
Sounds
That
good. Let's go.
Sounds good.
what favor?
Don't
What?
say
I
anything
want, no,
else. Let's
Just
go.
give him the chains. Let's go.
I toss the chains to Chevy.
Okay. He takes them and he ravels them up, and he looks like he almost like casts some sort of spell on them. They start to glow, and then they kind of form into what appears some sort of like artifact. Like the chains have kind of woven themselves together into make, I don't know. I can't describe it more so than just like an artifact. He kind of takes it, puts it into his
Mm.
pouch, gives you a very deep, gracious bow, and promptly leaves the throne room.
See you, Chevy.
I can't believe you gave away those chains
I-
that fast.
Oh my
I'm
fuck.
just kidding.
Dingle would probably tweak if you said that.
So then at this point, you were owed the favor from the king. The king then would state, I can't give you my people, but I can give the rights to some of the land back to the gnomes, I think is what you were speaking of. Is that what you really
That'll-
came for?
That'll work.
Because it's the gnomes that I believe will be able to help you rebuild your fort.
That'll work.
That. Yep, we're good. That's good.
So, we'll broker an alliance with these
Right.
gnomes. Those are the ones, yes. Stop interrupting me while I'm talking. And he says, he calls out to bring out the Book of Alliance. And then after a few moments, you can see these dwarves kind of march in, and they bring out like a great big fucking book. Like it just unfolds out. And
The rules.
pretty much like the rules, yeah.
Yeah.
He takes his pen and like his quill there, and he like scribbles on there. and he signs it with his like his signature. And he turns for you to sign the book on behalf of the gnomes. You would be able to broker an alliance with them in regards to trade, food, and things like that, as well as they would have access to all the hold of the mining that the dwarves have, which is, that would be all the stone and things like that that would be needed to build your fort back.
I like I like snatch my thumb on like one of my sharp teeth and like write my name in blood.
Whoa.
Oh, that's pretty metal. um, okay, so after you do that, they close the book back and exit out. You've done us a great service this day by basically denying Castle lands the honor of their favor. So, you have my gratitude.
Yeah, you're welcome.
And you have ours. Let's go.
Just
So
you,
enthusiastic.
me.
They open the door for you guys here to exit, and you're free to go.
Wipes the sweat off of her.
Fucking hate that guy.
That could have gotten a lot worse. But things are settled now, and let's go find. Where are the other two? Why are they not here?
Gulp.
Cut to
I
them.
thought they were with you
Release.
guys.
What were you doing in this time?
Sleeping, of course.
Yeah.
Were you trying to get into the book again?
No.
Go and roll me another intelligence check, an investigation.
I have the actual DCs, Kindle, if you
I know.
want.
I know.
Okay.
A good night rest. I can do it.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
clicked longer.
Ugh.
Let her cook.
25.
Nice. Good shit.
She
I got
she
you.
needed that good night's rest. Damn.
That book is opening.
The book spins around, does a jig, and say, "Wow."
Yeah.
You now opened the necromancy of Thay.
What?
I'm sorry.
Huh?
Sorry, that's
Kills
a
her.
Baldur's Gate. That's a Baldur's Gate.
Yeah, she explodes.
Blows up.
Alright.
Blows.
I'll let Rook describe that one.
Yeah, you're gonna quickly notice that the after a little bit of finagling, the lock does come undone. But as you read the book, it's kind of just like a bunch of different field notes of different supernatural and entities, mainly about gods and stuff like that, all signed by one person called Evelyn Meyermont. For fun, roll one more time for investigation.
Me, gosh.
It's not high. It's not high at all.
No, is what they used to call me.
Probably with advantage too, since how crazy she cracked that thing open.
You can if you want.
So did I just
Roll
roll?
one more time and pick the higher number.
Thank God. Okay. Yeah. I'm out to you, sir. Where's my tackle lacquer? 20?
Yeah. Yeah, after quickly investigating through, you're gonna kind of like skimming through real quick. You're able to like be like, this doesn't matter, who cares, whatever. And then you'll quickly find something that catches your eye, and I'll just send it to you privately.
I was like, there's no way I rolled a 20 for this.
So yep, you'll basically get like an entry that's from there, so you could read that.
I'll send it to you too, Kindle.
What would Rook be doing in this time as they were negotiating with the king?
Rook would probably be kind of walking around, pacing back and forth, trying to figure out how the hell uh he's going to talk to Rhaenys. Um, Probably, in all honesty, how long has she taken getting into that book? Do you think?
So probably with the investigation from there, I would say by the time that the party was able to kind of go off into the king's thing there, she's probably spent the better part of 15 to 20 minutes or so trying to get into it, and then maybe another 20 minutes past that trying to decipher it, and then before she got that information.
Okay, we'll say about three-fourths through that letter, you're gonna hear a knock on your door. Hey, I've come for the chat.
I guess I just hide the book.
Okay.
Come in. I guess.
Who is it?
And, try. Wait, didn't she say she locked it?
Locked what?
Tegan, did you lock, or Rhaenys, did you lock the door?
No.
Oh,
Wait,
okay.
Yes. Well,
You
let
did
me say
this. Come
let
in.
me.
Uh,
Hold on. I'm going to unlock the door and then open it. I felt like I should have locked the door.
okay. I'm just gonna raise an eyebrow. Hey, you wanted to have or well, look, I know you're suspicious of me. And I don't really know how to put this, Rhaenys. Um, I I I can't really say exactly why I've been so suspicious and weird from your point of view, but I just wanted to let you know that it's not anything bad. I'm not trying to I'm not trying to keep secrets from you and everyone else. I actually can't tell you what's happening. I know that's probably just going to piss you off more.
With your passive investigation, you would be able to determine that Rook is being very forthright with the information that he's giving you.
And I can tell by the look you still don't fully trust me, and I get it. I wouldn't either. But sadly, you're just gonna have to. Uh, I, I don't
Trust.
know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry. There. Maybe if, um, I'll just put emphasis on this. I can't tell you.
You feel towards like the corners of your lip, like a shadow heart pain thing, like a little. When you utter those words,
I can't
just
say anything else.
yeah, just enough for you to go fuck. It's like a brief bit of pain, but that's it.
Anyways, yeah, I know it's not what you wanted, but you're just gonna have to trust me. I trusted you with Ghidorah, right?
I trust you.
Insight check to her.
So you can roll persuasion or deception, depending on if you're feeling truthful or deceptive. Don't tell me. Just roll, and then tell me which one you want to do.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
Okay, roll your d20.
You don't have to say what you're doing, but if you're lying, you would add deception to it. If you're telling the truth, you would add persuasion to it. Either way, I rolled a 17. I'm probably not going to beat her because she's got crazy bonuses for everything.
That's performance. You'd be looking at this one. Uh huh. You would feel She's trying to be truthful, but she's just not very honest in the way she's being truthful.
Okay. Okay. All right. Well, I guess I'm glad. I'm
Mhm.
gonna go catch up with everyone else before they
Mhm.
start thinking we got lost.
I guess I'll do
Just
the
gonna
same.
leave.
Ugh.
You guys would be able to eventually go to like a courtyard where everyone is standing around under like maybe like a little canopy, as it is indeed raining outside, but you're able to meet up with your compatriots.
All three of us doing the John Travolta thing from
Fiction.
In sync.
where the fuck?
Pulp
Mhm.
Fiction.
How
Yeah,
are we
just
just
look at
standing
Yeah,
there
Pulp
like,
Fiction,
what?
yeah, thank you.
What? What?
Mhm.
Hey, everyone. Sorry. I was checking on Raynice, and she wasn't really feeling too good after all the drinking last night.
Does she need some
Right.
cheese?
No.
Maybe.
Ugh,
No, she doesn't.
please stop with the cheese.
I just wanted my cheese.
Can we get some like actual clothes?
Huh?
Yeah. Do you ever want to wear
Oh
clothes,
yeah.
Big Wolf? Or do you just,
Cock and Boston all the time.
or are you just, yeah, freeballing all the time?
Letting them hang.
Like I get it, you know. He flaunted it too.
It's a little
But
too
Jesus,
much
man.
though, you know?
What's wrong with my
Especially
attire?
in
And
the
I like,
rain.
kind of like
Especially with
gesture,
white.
especially with white. That's what the red bear. That's what the red bear pelt is for. Hides the street. No, what's wrong with my attire? And he like gestures to like his, the red bear pelt, like kind of like drifting it down his side, and like the rivets and like kind of scraps of iron that is a curious air quotes.
The front and the back are a little breezy.
It's
A
a little
little too
revealing.
breezy.
To go to a shop anyway.
Maybe we
Yeah.
just get you. Maybe we just get you some tights underneath.
Either way, while you two were doing that, we dealt with the king, and he's gonna do the favor thing for us.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Where are the chains?
Some
An
other
eye for an
crew
eye
took 'em.
type of situation.
Chevy.
Chevy
Yeah,
took
that
him.
guy.
Exchange Chevy took him.
Yeah, Chevrolet took him.
Okay, so we're all settled.
Chevrolet.
Yeah.
Sigwolf made good.
Yeah.
On it, right? Good.
That's all settled.
Yeah, honestly, without these two's persuasion, I don't think it would have gone so well.
Well,
It was a team
maybe
effort.
you can work on it.
Let's see. Let's head on out of here and try to get back to those gnomes. Get that base fixed.
The
Yeah, I'd like to
Yeah.
get back to the base. I just keep feeling like I'm forgetting something. He just keeps patting around.
It's like, fuck.
No.
It'll come back to me eventually.
Yeah.
So with a fond farewell to Otter Hall Keep, or I guess just Otter Hall, you guys are able to load up your carts and make your way back towards the Gnome Village. After about, I want to say you probably around 3-ish hours, just because it's heavy rain. You guys are able to make your way back towards the gnome camp, which I think I named it something.
Before we left
Uh,
that other
did.
village, would we be able, or would I have been able to like buy a keg of their like fancy ale to go?
Sure.
Typical ale.
Mhm.
Yeah.
They would sell you you'd be able to purchase one there. You know, you kind of have to drive a hard bargain to them for a little bit, but for probably 25 gold they would give you a very nice cake.
Stonebriar Hollow, Kindle.
Yep,
DM.
there you go. Make your way back to Stonebriar Hollow. I knew I named it, I just had to scroll until I found it.
How much did you say it was?
25.
Okay. I'll remove a little bit because I'll tip or whatever.
Okay. They're very confused on this. They're like, "Who the fuck is tipping?" We said 25. It was like, "Oh, those Fae can't count
Yeah, I don't think Kieran has a concept of gold.
here." But yeah, so after about 3-ish hours or so of travel through the rain, you guys are very not soaking wet, but you're pretty wet because you've been in spots of rain where then it would then be dry a little bit after, then it rains again. But it seems like this is just a rainy season. But you guys make your way back to Stonebriar Hollow. What would you
Lupin
guys like
does
to do while you're there?
the dog shake from the water.
I don't know, Sigwolf shake.
No, Lupin.
Oh, you do the. Oh, at the Jurassic of Sigwolf.
The
Did. I'm
dog.
like Sigwolf could be a dog.
I was like, what am I trying to untangle my balls? Like what?
Nice.
Yeah. Are you trying to get those chains?
Trying to get those chains. Trying to canoodle.
Oh. So what would you guys like to do in the village again?
Was there like
Tell 'em the news.
Yeah. Was there like a head person in the city?
I thought there was. Wasn't there some lady?
There's that one mediator lady.
Yeah, that,
I think there was some lady I was talking to before, like a gnomish or gnomish.
There
Whatever.
were the gnomes. There was Thoric Magstone and Winry
Yeah.
Underborough.
Gotcha.
And
I
then
don't know
you
the
had
mediator's name.
her name is Thaurelia.
That's it.
Gotcha.
Alright.
I guess we'll spread the news and also be asking around to find them.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we
Let's
can let
see.
them know.
You would be able to pretty much locate them at the Council of the Hollow. That's usually where they hang out for their diplomatic things and of the nature. You could see at this point, from what you're able to complete, the gnomes have basically brought in the water from what you've seen from the springs that you were allowed from the druids. So they have almost like a very large source that they've already kind of compiled up, as well as you were entering the camp, you saw that there were stacks upon stacks upon stacks of freshly cut timber that looks like it has to be milled and made for like crafting and building things like that. But some of it looks like it's packed up, like ready to travel as well. Like it's in crates that could be pulled by like some sort of beasts of burden, such as like donkeys, that would able to take them in wagons across places. You would also notice upon there that there's more stone that looks like it's been kind of, or sorry, there's more tools that look like they've been crafted from bits of like iron and things like that. You see that the forges are going full steam, and there's heaps of like iron ore kind of stacked around and coal, as it looks like they were in full smithing actions at this point. But then you're able to make your way up to the council itself, and it looks like they're not arguing back and forth. Valrillia is just kind of sitting there. She's basically just like jotting in her journal as the gnomes are back and forth. And you can see the tables are closer together. They're less far apart. So it looks like they've pushed the tables closer together, so they're not yelling at each other as much as it looks like a communicative effort.
I see that you guys probably already know we've talked to the Dwarf King. You guys are already back to work.
She speaks up. She's like, "Oh, you all have returned. Well, we haven't heard word of the dwarves yet, but as you can see, we've done quite a lot in the small time that you've all been gone. The what is it? The resources they're able to attain, they've created, and they're still constantly creating more tools. They've chopped down a fair bit of trees from the forest that you all have cleared, and they're able to perform as many ceremonies as they want from the druidic water that was taken. But tell us of what were you able to negotiate an alliance with Honor Hall?
Yeah,
Great
actually.
news. Sigwolf will tell you everything.
Oh, pray tell, we would love to hear about it. You see at this
He did
point
it
all the gnomes are kind of like turned and facing towards you.
So
Who is
originally,
this Sig Wolf? No, actually, they would know you. Yeah,
originally, you guys were gonna get nothing.
And they
But
kind of look. They're like, nothing, 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 nothing.
Nothing, nothing.
but through sheer teamwork, as we've tried to demonstrate with your alliance between you guys, we were able to get an alliance with those guys, and now you guys have land with those guys.
Huh?
We're really good with people.
Those guys.
Yes, he gets it.
There's an alliance. Yay!
Yeah.
Congratulations.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Well, it seems that with that being settled, they'll be able to basically adventure out a little bit further into the dwarven territory there and collect the stone necessary to need for, to rebuild forges and stone structures. And I think they would be able to lend you the people for the cost now.
That would be great.
Hooray.
I don't know if I ever gave you guys the cost of what it would be for.
I don't remember.
I don't think you have.
I think for 1 month it would be around 500 gold pieces,
Shucks.
and you guys would be able to. You would basically have 20 gnomes at your establishment. You would have 10 that deal with all your upkeep of like cooking, the upkeep of any animals that you had there, or farming that needed to be done, any clothing, if you needed, just general, not housekeeping things, but let me see. I think I wrote down exactly what they do.
Oh my god. It's like
Well, I
North
have
Pole.
356 gold pieces.
I'll throw in 250.
I'll throw in 100. You threw in
Yeah, you kind of-
250.
Yeah.
I'll throw in 150 then to try and keep making it even.
You don't have to.
I don't have a lot, but
Do we,
that's all
do
I
we
got.
need a month or do we need more than that?
And you can
Probably
start with a
more
month, and then you can, pay beyond that. If you want to pay for 2 months, you can. It's like I said, 500 per month.
500 a month.
Mhm.
No discount for
Does
the year plan.
does it have to be paid in gold?
Uh,
It has
what,
to hurt.
what else would you like to be paid in?
I have 10 gems.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Well, what is the approximate value of each gem, would you say?
You said they are 10 gems worth 100 gold pieces each,
Okay.
which
Yeah,
would
if you
be
want
1,000 gold pieces.
Yeah, if you want to give them the gems, they'll take that too.
Yeah, Kieran reaches around to a patch on his robe and he pulls it off. And as he pulls it off, there's a magic little twinkle or whatever, and it forms into a little pouch of gems or whatever. And he'll hand it over.
Will they?
You just had that on standby?
Do Kieran twists and turns. Do you not see what I'm wearing all the time? There's just patches all over this.
Garen, you know I don't pay attention to stuff that much.
Clearly.
As he's sitting there, he's like, "Damn, I'm still forgetting something. God, if only I could write it down."
Something on my person feels less.
Feels light.
I'm
Yeah.
lighter by 0.2 kilograms, but I don't know why.
Anyways.
Yeah, so you basically in the next week or so they will gather up what they need and head out. So that you guys will have the Umberdeep clan that's in charge of any building, smithing, crafting, and defense. And you have the Mossglint clan that's in charge of any kind of cooking, cleaning, tailoring, enchanting, or cleaning, pretty much.
Do we pick like what's a focus group for? Because I know you've marked like on Tailspire what is what. Do we pick like, can you focus on this region first, and then that
You
like,
could.
do the quarry first, and then do
Yep.
the mess hall? We can
Yep.
do that.
We
So
probably
think of it
decide that
as
when we get
yep,
there.
correct. But you would have building projects per se. So you can make the projects quicker by setting up the little camps from here. You would just have to dictate their time in that regard. So let's say you set up the quarry that's in this bottom left area, or sorry, bottom right technically. They set up the quarry first, then any projects that would have to involve stone are cut in half in the time. If you do the lumber camp, same thing. Any projects that require the lumber will be cut in half. Um, then you could dictate if you want the wall. If you were guys attacked for some reason, you may have additional defenses, traps, and cool things like that that would be attached from there. If you do the smithing first, you might be able to get upgrades to your armor. If you do the scholarly thing, they might be able to teach you guys like new spells or things. Maybe they could work on enchantment and things like that for you. But you would have to have the facilities first, and then you could have the people later, if that makes sense. These are the people who are building the shit for you. They may not know how to um like enchant the armor per se, but if you have the facilities ready, if you were to locate a group that could do that for you, you just move them straight in, and then there you go. They can enchant the armor.
Gotcha.
They can also build like a trading post thing for you. So if you wanted your base to be like a trading hub per se, you could have not vendors but traders who have various goods will come and go. Sometimes they'll bring you rare magical items. Sometimes they'll bring you things that you would be like general adventuring gear. Sometimes they'll bring you
Materials to
uh,
craft.
mhm, things like that.
Oh yeah.
A net positive.
So you basically would be able to like put it from there. I'll make a list of all the stuff that would that they could build for you, and the estimated time that it would take. Obviously, 30 days in a month is how it probably will go.
How far is the travel from here back to our fort?
Probably about 6 to 8 hours
Gotcha.
in this weather. In nice weather, you could probably do it in about 4. But since it's heavy
Gotcha.
rain, you're kind of slogging through the mud and all. It takes a little bit longer.
I see.
If you wanted to head back, you could. If you just wanted to give them general instructions and directions, they will follow where you're saying to go. And then if you guys wanted to adventure in a different direction, it's up to you.
I think, out of character, guys, I think the best course of action is maybe heading back to get them started on working on stuff. Then maybe vampires. Thoughts?
I think.
Yeah, we share.
Also, yes.
Get the base or fort, whatever,
But-
fixed up.
I think what would be smart regarding base fixing up, do resources first, and then we can focus on structures.
I think we should, once we get back, figure out what we want to be built up in character, and then go from there. Thoughts?
Sure. We go home and then pick where they go, and then vampires? Trade offer?
Sounds good to me.
Alrighty.
Up until vampires, we'll have to discuss vampires.
I sure hope
Uh,
vampire. I'm sure.
I guess we'll have to see what's on our journey.
Yeah. We have other options. But for right now, the base.
Let's head home.
Well,
And action.
home.
Family, or whatever Dom Toretto says.
Yep.
Yeah.
And away
Okay.
we go.
Nice.
Who wants to drive?
No, there is
Not
survival
it.
check.
Oh.
I didn't get to drive last time.
Uh-oh.
Sure. Just make sure you duck for trees.
Rustles
win?
the horse.
Is it still cloudy?
Yeah, it is.
Oh. Yeah,
He's
not
driving.
me.
He just rolls
You
a
know-
1.
I'll sit up here with you
Oh.
just to help him out.
I guess
Mhm.
we'll sit in the back this time.
You enter what appears to be an enchanted grove.
Oh no, Chevy's
Filled
back.
with That's not Chevy. Is that my voice is really that bad? Does that sound like Chevy?
No.
Oh, Chevy was French.
No.
Yeah.
This is Russian. That was Russian.
That was Count Dracula.
There you go. I was like, yeah, you went the wrong way. Welcome to the vampires.
No, no.
All right, go and make your survival checks. Do you guys want to talk about anything in specific while you guys are traveling back to your abode?
I think Kieran's just laying on the top.
Enjoying the rain.
Yeah.
I'm just helping big guy
Help-
find his way
helping me
home.
find- Yeah.
Enjoy.
Let's see
I'll
how
give-
good I am at
I-
survival.
I'm not good at survival either. I will give you advantage. Cause
Oh, I'll take advantage. I got 17. Let's see if I can do any better. Okay. That's way better.
okay, 38
21.
DM.
Okay, nice. Yeah, you feel pretty confident that you're heading the right direction. There's not much doubt in your mind whatsoever, and you were able to truck on through after about I'd say you're having a pretty good time. I'd say after about 6 hours or so of travel through the slogging rain. Eventually it kind of does let up, still leaving the cloudy overhang from there. But you guys are able to successfully make it back home.
Hooray.
Woohoo.
At this point, you were able to enter back into your keep from there. You do notice that there's like a wooden post or so that's something in the middle that it appears Bjorn had made it back before you guys in regards to this. And it looks like he may have assembled something for you there. And it appears to be a what's the, for lack of a better term, like a pigeon coop type thing.
Oh,
in-
courier.
Correct. In this case, but they're not pigeons. These appear to be like red-tailed hawks, so they're a little bit more. Let me
Advanced.
see. Yeah,
Way
they're,
cooler.
yeah.
Where's that man at?
Well, he's not here, but he did leave a little note on the like the door or so.
Why is he not there?
Or he left a note.
I'm gonna grab the note.
Okay. In the note, you can open it and unravel it, and
Yep.
it's a bomb. You explode. Dexter, you say.
Oh my
What?
He said,
next time.
fucking got you. 10d6 force damage."
Oh,
No. You open the note and you can see Bjorn wrote you something there. He's like, he was able to make contact with the Elvis village and has good news. He had to return quickly as things were moving faster than he thought. So he was able to basically like come back home after some time. Was able to put this kind of together for you with maybe some help, and then returned. He should be back shortly, but now you have the ability to send these dwarvish hawks, is what he called them. Or actually, he would have probably got them from the elves. We'll say they're elvish hawks.
mm.
They're
Makes
very
sense.
fast, and they're able to take any written message across to anyone that you may know. They are very smart, very intelligent, and they will be able to follow directions if you can somehow either speak to animals or provide them with an animal handling check.
Rainice
let
is
him know.
good with animals.
Yeah.
Could you perhaps cast speak with animals? Do you think that's something you would be able to do?
No,
Oh, you can't speak with animals? You don't have that spell?
I'm lying. I can speak with animals.
Oh, I see.
Nice. Huge.
Did you want to talk to the
like,
hawks?
Yes, I already cast it. Give me a hawk.
So in this little aviary, there's about 4 different hawks. There's one with like black feathers, white feathers. There's one with like kind of golden feathers and some with red feathers. They don't have names, so you can name them if you'd like.
Oh my goodness.
But they all look at you like, "Do you have a message for us? We would love to carry a message." And they kind of just look like this, like back and forth. And, like eyes just, or like the head just kind of whip back and forth looking. But they're all looking at you. They're like, "Message?"
No, I just wanted to talk to you.
Oh. They're
Hey.
like, "Oh, okay." So they put their like wings down. They're like, "We'd love to chat. Come chat with us. We don't get to talk to people ever."
Ever is crazy.
Bye, guys. I'm gonna go chat with these hawks.
Yeah, while that's
I'm
happening, we're just gonna hold the letter. Everyone else, he's like, "Well, there's some good news. Bjorn's already come here and fixed this up for us, but he's not here.
Oh.
But at least we have birds to, I guess, communicate back and forth. Where are the birds?
You
I
can
think
see Radice is currently holding all 4 of them. They are just perched around. She's sitting crisscross applesauce, and all 4 of the hawks are sitting.
I have a little dried meat I can give them.
Yeah, so they're all going one by one in like a little circle as
What are their
she's
names?
feeding each one. Ooh, she hasn't decided yet, so you'll have to hear about it
Chip,
next session.
chap, and chop.
Snap,
Mhm.
crackle, and pop and fried chicken.
Oh no.
Quick,
Oh,
fast,
no.
hurry, and zippy.
Wow.
No.
Breakfast,
I'm gonna have
lunch,
to
and
keep up their
dinner.
names.
This one is Paramore. This one is Spirit Box.
Whoa.
This one is sleep token.
I'm gonna find some.
Whoa. This
I'm
one's
gonna
sleep
find
and this
some-
one's token.
This one's
Yeah,
Vessel
yeah.
1, Vessel 2, Vessel 3, and Vessel 4.
Oh my gosh.
I'm gonna find some cool names for them.
There you go.
Nice. Huge.
But that's where we'll end for the evening.
Oh.
To which it may be on a less than climatic note, but now we will have D&D every week.
Woohoo!